Hello everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I am your Dungeon Master, Michael, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com. Or you can use the command !midnight in our chat for a direct link in our Twitch chat specifically. You can find their music videos on YouTube. Watch your, you can listen to the music on Spotify, and even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now, but not right now. Pay attention to our session and then ask later. But if you really wanted to, you could do it right now. That's what we're implying there.
I mean, if you're watching this later,
if you're one of our podcast listeners, you could do it right now, but listen to our podcast too. Anyway,
let's face it, you could have watched this live.
You could have, but we'll get to that during our mid-session break. Really exciting news. As of this week, we have been doing some print testing for the resin 3D printer that our community so graciously supported us enough to get, and we'll be doing a cycle of minis every so often on our Soul System shop, which is a
cycle
free
of minis.
Yeah, so they're all free minis that you we print, and you can earn points to get them. There's a pole owlbear that Jeremiah there is showing off. That is one of the options for our first batch that we'll be releasing, and they'll come and go. They'll be available when they're available, and no longer available when they're not available. But
are they all like cool and D&D themed?
They're a lot of them are going to be D&D themed, but there are also some non-D&D themed ones available too. We're looking into doing other stuff that is not just D&D minis. But you know, if you're watching us during our Prestige Encounter streams, though, don't forget that the souls are doubled for both regular viewers and subscribers. That is a feature.
And you spend those souls on getting minis
and other stuff. You can also get dice, which we give away for every 5 natural ones rolled in the campaign, to USA and Canada only, excluding Quebec. But you also can get them with your souls as well, along with a letter from one of your favorite characters. Did you know that you could do that as well? You can even name an NPC in the campaign. That's pretty cool. In fact, one of our favorite wizards to have capybaras, and he gets older as he talks, was created by a community member. For a little known fact about that. So, you know, that's really cool. So Soul System is the name of the channel in our Discord, so be sure to join our Discord by using command !Discord in our chat for a link to join that. And then there's some information about the Soul System in our chat that Noah so graciously got prepared for us as well. So any questions, you can always message me there, and we'll go on for that. So expect those minis to be dropping very soon for your availability. Any other announcements?
How much for a mini of you?
We'll get back to that.
It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done now.
Oh, it's gotta be made, guys.
Clothing, because that's a lot of resin if it's with clothes, and so like it might be cheaper without. I don't know. We gotta figure that out. So there's that.
Oh man, there was a big party of clowns, like an actual clown party. It was total coincidence because we just fought face clowns in the last session, but like they actually converged right here in Clown Hall, and that's my announcement. Clown Hall, where they go to party.
Are you proud of that one?
I'm so proud of that one.
I'm glad you're proud of yourself there, bud.
You can definitely tell he's the dad.
So as I was saying, get your grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we begin this week's session for Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Captain Rednose to summarize the session.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I want to hear his take on this.
I am hovering the deafen button.
This is a very interesting story, as I was just simply on a ship where the people were automatically dead when I got there. We don't know how they died. They were wonderful, they were great people, but they're dead. So as we were on the ship, another bunch of crew came to try to take our spoils. I mean, the things that we found on the cargo of this ship full of corpses. Anyway, myself and Quartermaster Cuddles warned them that they are now at our mercy, and they made the first shot. So naturally, we defended Finders Keepers, the most sacred rule of them all. And they unfortunately were a little bit better than us, and like a good captain, I abandoned my ship as it went down. The battle was fierce. I don't know why the satyr was on the ground the whole time, but he was. And shortly after I left the ship, I received some divine wisdom, as I learned that these people were called the Seekers, and they were on a miraculous journey to stop an arcane coven whose goal is to destroy and remake the world in their own image. And here they are in the wild space system of the astral sea, looking for what's called the world sea, in which the astral elves can guide them to. But before they are able to do that, they heard a low rumbling noise echo in the deepest parts of their ear canals. And they found a massive land with these strange creatures on them, and decided that there might be treasure worth finding and seeking. I guess that's where they got their name. So as they approach this landmass, what happens next? Well, that is the story for this time.
Wait.
So that
We'll see you next.
that recap
next
also
week, guys.
implies he's still following us and watching us.
Why
on our
is he an unreliable narrator in his own story?
He's joined the Mass Ghost.
The Seekers, gotta tell you.
It's like, oh, it's strange. Captain Rednose has such tiny hands.
It was no pun. I'm disappointed.
Seekers, not a fan.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and that is where we last left off. So as the party, the ship slowly approaches the massive land that has been described as mountainous and rocky, with few bits of plant life and some creatures scuttling about that you don't quite recognize. None of you quite recognize them. You manage to land near the ship. When I say land, you're kind of like hovering in space, and the bridge is able to be lowered and allow you to disembark whenever you're ready. However, you have taken a short rest since your combat, so make sure that you have updated yourselves and all that good stuff, which I believe all you have. And this is the part where I ask you, what would you like to do?
We are coming up on a site ahead of us, correct? We've sighted perhaps signs of civilization.
Creatures. None of them appear to be like
Creatures?
humanoid or sentient. They are strange creatures.
What do they look like?
Capybaras.
So go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking around.
Can I do? 22.
Okay, so some of them appear to be these arachnid-like creatures with these super long legs, and they have like a membrane-like mouth that stretches out between the front four legs that's like super wide, and they have like serrated teeth that kind of stretches, and they like kind of walk on this land, not making any sound, but they're large enough where you're able to see them. They stand about their legs span is about 5 feet in length, but they're super tall. About 7-8 feet tall. As they kind of walk, they're like the membrane of their legs kind of twitches with the sound, as they seem to be very sensitive to that, but they don't seem to notice you or are aggressive towards you at this moment in time.
Okay. What are they? We're not talking about something floating in space, right? They're gathered
Right.
around over a
So you guys
mass, right?
are on, like, you guys have approached the landmass, and your drawbridge has lowered to the point where you can walk onto it. It's like a giant floating asteroid is the best way to put it. That has like mountains.
Okay. Space island.
And we
Right.
still can the oxygen spell lasts for 24 hours, so
That's still
Don't worry about
active as it does not require
Concentration.
concentration.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, everyone. We have to find the elves, astral elves. Maybe we can ask here if anyone knows them, or if we see a sign of them. But
Say that. Are astrals like purple, right? Like
don't know.
no? Didn't we?
Oh, macam Quasar. Yeah, maybe all purple. Yeah.
Well, isn't Ronaldeus also an astral elf?
He's not purple.
He's not purple.
I don't think they're all purple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Quasar like fallen grape juice? Just get. I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, Mordecai's blue and I'm not.
I don't know how this works. I mean, I'm a tiefling. Things are strange. Let's not worry about that. But I was just wondering if it was like easy to identify an astral elf from a distance, because we know what some of us know what Quasar looked like. So his armor was unusual.
I don't think he ever did though.
I was
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've never asked you, Aspen, why aren't you blue?
Nobody in my tribe was blue. You're odd to me.
Funny people. Anyway,
Aspen, are you asking him why is he blue?
Why are you?
Why are you blue?
Why are you so sad? Anyways, let's move on from this awkward conversation.
Dabba dee dabba die.
But look, these people here, the Orang Saranga, the insect people. What do you think? Do you think maybe they are people or animals? They're
Well, I have an easy way to find out.
not angry.
Is it talking to them?
No, it's telepathically communicating.
Oh, talking to with the brain.
Well,
Okay,
yes,
but,
but we don't need to have the same language to do that.
Oh, they're sentient.
Be careful, yeah, because we've spent too much time fighting clouds.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to not like pick a fight with giant.
I don't plan on picking a fight. I just have an easy way to know if.
This one here. Now I'll indicate to one of the creatures if it's close by, especially if it's looking
within
like
30 feet.
especially hapless and like it's like a very low rung creature. I don't know what if there's any kind of visible status or hierarchy here, but I'm choosing a real piece of shit, like a real just a total just a lug, a dweeb, a dork among bugs.
You want the runt to can't keep up with the herd?
Sure. All right, that's the choice. I point that guy out.
All right. This is one within 30 feet of me.
So you guys, no, not currently. And I said there's a few. Like it's not like a large amount. There's scattered across like your field of vision across several hundreds of yards. So they're large enough to spot. And I also described this place as like both mountainous. There's like a few craters here and there. There's crystalline or ice-like structures scattered as well. It appears like it could be cold, with more of a tundra-like vibe. So you guys make a nature check before you try to telepathically communicate with these random giant spiders.
Are they giant spiders?
They were described as like basically daddy long legs with you guys want to see a picture? I feel like I need to show you what they look like before you try to speak to them.
Happy to receive. I got a Jesus.
Let's not talk to those boys.
Do you see the membrane stretching from their mouth?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk to?
Hey, yo, hear me out.
Do you guys
I might still want to talk to it.
it's not fair. It's not fair to judge them on their appearance. They might be very warm and
Look,
cuddly.
does it understand the language? That's all I need to know.
By the way, Noah, did you make a perception check for me by chance?
I did.
I never got around to like saying something like that.
It was a 22.
22. Okay, but you also notice there is a small group of cloaked figures who are just wearing cloaks, hiding behind a rock about 20 or so feet away. looking at your ship as it approaches.
Cloaked figures.
Well, that's concerning.
That's a lot of people.
Okay.
I'll telepathically communicate with them. Just one of them in there.
Within 30 feet?
Yeah, Michael said 20 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will share that I rolled a nat 1 on that nature check that you asked for. So as far as I'm concerned, let's stay the course and
For those
ask
of
this
you
piece
who
of shit
did
spider
not roll a
about
natural
something.
one, Casimir, for example, these
Yeah.
appear to be some sort of beast, and you do not want to try to talk to them.
They look like they want to eat us.
Sort of beast?
No. They're probably people. Look, they're going about their business. This one is mother, father, child.
Plus, none of us are flies, and don't spiders
Yeah,
only
yeah.
eat flies and insects?
You don't know. You don't know. You must try to speak to them with your
Racially
your head.
profiled?
Back in my home, there's spiders big enough to eat rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do they?
That's terrifying.
Yes, they do.
Or maybe
I'm not,
you could also ask them, and I'll just gesture to the group of shady hooded figures who are just sort of clustered over there.
They're about
Just
3
gonna-
feet
Yeah,
tall.
let's
each.
ask them if we could talk to the spiders.
I'm gonna lock eyes with one of them. Or
Well, you
like
can't
what I
quite
assume.
see, you just see like
yeah.
a little hood.
Yeah,
as
what I
like-
assume to be eyes.
What if they eat us?
Or like in the eye direction.
What do you say to these
Telepathically
creatures?
be like, what are you doing over there?
So you see a small
Small enemy
like
spider?
a small little hand pop up, black in tone. No, hurt us.
Didn't plan on it.
Why?
What? There's no need to be evil.
Popping out
We've just
from
met them.
popping out from behind this boulder are 3 small bird people standing about 3 feet tall. They have black feathers and white feathers with gemstones coming down their chest, kind of embedded into their flesh. They have beaks and little beady eyes. They are basically penguin humanoids. As they kind of walk out from this thing. A couple of them are holding different satchels, and one of them has a backpack with some stuff that's like clinging around in it. They're not very good at sneaking, that you would imagine, but they do exist. And in your head back, Galder, you'll hear, did you come to trade by chance?
Yeah, we could trade.
You hear another voice chime in, same telepathically. No, you weren't supposed to ask them that. They must know the password.
What's going on, Galder?
Blueberry Kashnips.
Galder, what's
Could have sworn it was pineapples.
You guys just
They're asking.
Golda, I cannot hear what you are saying, but whatever you are doing is very good. Keep doing it.
Wait, so am I able to, as I'm telepathically communicating with them, we still have the telepathic bond up. So am I able to, like, relay at least the part that I'm saying to the rest of the party as well?
Yeah, because it's still up.
Okay.
So you guys can't hear them, but you
No,
can
but
hear
you can-
him.
We're talking out loud anyways.
You can't merge. You can't conference call this shit.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was asking. I was just asking if they could
I'm
hear
just making
me.
sure. I'm
No,
just
no.
making
Yeah.
sure.
We're in the room while he's making an outgoing call. We're the most annoying
Yeah.
crew.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you're
most
like the
annoying
kids
company
next to me
have.
that are like, pass the weed.
Mordecai,
Dear
can you
God.
please stop thinking that. You're thinking it very loudly.
Nightmare blood rotations.
The Seekers.
You know what? I'll just approach those small little creatures, go down on my knees, go like, so, good day? Hello?
I'm not sure if they speak common, Budak.
Good point. I'll swap
Here
over to
is
giant.
The big man.
This is my friend. I think I'm the only one that can communicate with you guys telepathically like this.
The third one will say out loud in common, "No, we speak your language just fine."
Oh.
Oh, all right, cool.
Well, in
Hey,
that
I don't know
case,
if anyone
thank
can
you.
understand common. I know you do, but they can speak language.
Hello, my name is Dimiturge. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Amateur is a very
Good
dramatic
day.
name.
Dimiturge. My name is Putak, and we are on the lookout for elves. You seen them around there?
Owls.
Astral.
Yeah. Tall, pointy ears, skinny guys.
They'll gather in a little huddle and you just hear.
I don't trust them. Thinking telepathically.
They'll turn back around. Sorry, we cannot help you. Be on your way. This is a dangerous landmass. Go away.
Are these guys just Jawas?
Just Jawas? Is that what you asked?
We are not what you call, I don't know what you call us, but we are Dowar.
So you haven't seen them
There's a
around?
small difference between
we
you
are
cannot or you will not help us. So
And we are
what
some
is
of the
it?
best merchants in the space system.
Well, then
Are
you
you?
In your
tell
head,
us the information.
in your head, Calder, you hear them echo. Best merchants in the trade system.
Who do you trade with?
Clowns?
Confidential. And you are not in the know. If you're not in the know, you must go.
Will you
Who
trade
are
with
the
us?
people here?
Mordecai's gonna pull out a couple gold coins. Who do you trade with?
Let me get a persuasion check.
Sorry, what check?
Persuasion? I don't think we've had one of these in a while.
Nope.
I tried.
28.
He'll
Yeah!
kind of be like, and just snatch the coins with his little black feathered hand.
Plus 10? You got good persuasion, man.
Wow.
For a
if
short
you
moment,
must know,
I
we
mean-
we trade with some of the most prolific people in the space system.
We are wealthy.
But we're somewhat new around here, so we don't know who the prolific people are.
They're looking for
How
connections, right?
wealthy?
Very, very.
Mordecai's
very
gonna pull out another 3 gold coins.
Chump change. He'll take them.
I mean, we do own an astral ship.
We have an astral ship.
Jump
Mhm.
between planes, so
Mhm.
So who are the prolific people?
we are landowners
There
as
are
well.
quite a few prolific people around.
Did you trade with Captain Red Nose?
Red nose.
A clown.
It doesn't ring a horn. Wow.
I'm gonna insight that.
roll for insight.
16.
Hard to read.
Okay.
What kind of currency do you use in the astral sea? I assume still gold, platinum, diamonds, rubies.
Oh, precious metals, that sort of thing. Is there anything that you're looking for in particular in terms of items and inventory? Perhaps some upgrades for your ship, things that are hard to obtain.
What do you
have?
What do you have?
You can fix the ship.
Oh, we have some things that we're able to do.
What can you do?
They'll start to huddle again and begin to talk.
I feel like they should have a catalog of their services.
A language that you guys have never heard before. Actually, none of you know this.
Yeah.
They'll turn back around. You have to pay the entry fee. 500 gold coins.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
But I thought you were
Yeah.
wealthy and you want to be with some of the most influential people around.
400 and we don't kill you right now.
If
Entry
you kill us,
fee.
you won't have the information you seek, and you can be
But we have all your shit.
prey to the
If-
Night Weavers,
Where do you
Might
guys
be
keep
good.
your stuff?
and you'll be at her mercy too.
What's a
I think
We may
I
not
think
kill
we
you.
Say,
But we
I
can
think
make
we
it
say
hurt.
no. I think we say no because we can be your customer and pay you for your items,
You're
repairs,
paying for
upgrade.
entry to an
Or-
exclusive. Think of it as a donation. The donation earns you the diamond status for our reward system, which is access to the night market.
Do we get a little club card?
Okay, listen. I mean, the night market sounds really cool.
Sounds super fucking cool.
Yeah, like I'm a little sold now.
Where is the night market?
Do we get cool cloaks?
These are cloaks of our guild. You cannot have these. They're just like
Well, no,
potato
not
bags.
those ones, but like do we get like special like member cloaks?
Sorry, that's reserved for our double diamond club. You can't afford that. Can't afford it.
500.
500 gold. One-time fee.
I reach into my
it's a
bag,
one-time thing.
pull out 50 platinum pieces.
Okay.
What's the exchange rate on?
Give us that content, DM.
Yes. So
We just unlocked the DLC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, he's
Let's go.
Literal pay. It's steal. It's
Yeah.
we paid with in-game currency.
Yeah, guys, I bought us
Pay
access
to
to the
win.
Diamond
This game's
Store,
pay to
so
win,
we-
man.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, it's
we
the
love it. We love
we
it
just got
season
150,000
so
loyalty
much.
points.
Yeah.
This is a lot like Costco, where you have to pay like your membership fee, and then you can finally buy the goods inside.
Yeah. No, this might even unlock like a DLC companion, like an extra,
Ooh,
like an extra hero.
yeah. Extra
I would definitely
content.
take them as companions.
A penguin companion.
Mm-hmm,
So they'll begin to escort you across the icy tundra, which isn't cold. There's just ice formations. About a year ago, she showed up and made her home here, but was more so accepting, a little under a year ago, I should say, and more so accepting to others settling here. And as she stayed here, we were able to flourish and stay protected. No one dared raid us. Again, as long as we gave tribute every so often.
What kind of tribute?
Oh, you know, gold or treasures, just occasional, just pay.
Sacrifices?
No, nothing alive. I mean, when she first came here, she did eat a couple of the Dovar, but you know, they weren't our top earners.
Oh my!
Is she a dragon?
Maybe.
You called her
Interesting.
what did you call her again?
Can I get an insight check on that, maybe?
Make an inside check.
Was she the Night Weaver, you said?
No, night weavers are the scary spider creatures.
Right.
9.
9? You mean hard to read?
Maybe.
Could Aspen insight that?
Sure.
All right.
But she lives up in the mountains. She doesn't really bother with us. However, there was a strange speaking elven woman that was
18.
with her when she first arrived, but not anymore.
No, you're talking about Zeltor.
Oh, and oh God.
They'll huddle
You
again.
took Gwenover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gwenover and Zeltor.
Who are you
what
people?
We're familiar with Zeltor. That's who we are.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're here. So he'll bring you to the side of a mountain, and basically, it just looks like the rocky face of a mountain, right? And he'll walk you into a cave, and just walk straight through one of the walls. That kind of shimmers as he passes through.
Interesting. Some kind of glamour.
And bring into lights of brilliance and numerous people moving about. People of all sorts of different shapes and sizes. You have small people that resemble that of fairies. You have these strange ooze looking humanoids in the shape of humanoids walking around. You have these insectoid creatures as well. What I was telling Wares, Reveler, as you walk up, one of them takes a stick that has a smoke kind of lizard, kind of barbecued, and has the skewer sticking through its mouth and out of its the back end of it, and he puts it up to your side, and like you hear in your voice like a series of clicks from its mouth, but in your head you hear a voice saying, "Only 3 copper."
I'm fine. I'm fine, thanks.
It does smell quite good, quite
That's my best one.
enticing.
Wait, what'd you say it was? A lizard?
A lizard, a barbecued lizard.
Absolutely, Casimir buys one.
3 copper for 3.
Actually, living out in the forest, he's probably had worse. So he's like, all right, I'll bite.
3 copper.
He'll just give him a whole gold coin.
Do you want the stick back once we're done?
He's already turned his head around. He'll take the 3 copper for each one that you buy. As he has about 4 arms on his sides, and he's walking on his 2 legs as well. So he is in fact an insectoid, a thrykean to be precise. And as these Dowar are walking, there's several more Dowar here. A lot of them are running shops. Some of the shops have like these fluorescent colored signs that have like these small sparks move about it that you can see is just another form of witchlight or everlight, that sort of thing. But it's very neon. It's very lively. It seems to be in a perpetual darkness here, and there's all sorts of items that you could in fact buy here if you so chose. But it also has a strong sense of magic and like fae influence in other ways, mixed kind of with to put it in perspective, like a sci-fi element as well. There are metal works, there are all sorts of things. As you guys are not nearly even close to being the first people to traversing this wild space. It's a whole nother world you didn't even know existed.
A new fantastic point of view? No one to tell us no or where to go? Or say we're only dreaming?
A bolt of lightning strikes down on Casimir.
You should write that down, D. You should write that down. That was really good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, where do you get your inspiration from?
why do you have?
I mean, Casimir was literally struck by inspiration right there.
Right.
This isn't coming out of the box. Give me a second.
At least I didn't do the parody one.
Oh, he's grabbing more books.
I am. I have to make sure I have everything I need.
Yeah, he just added an extra monster. It's like DM notes, focus on Casimir.
Anyway, so what would you all like to do as they're kind of like leading you through this market?
Are there any like magic shops selling magical wares?
Make an investigation check.
It's all black market stuff, so.
Natural 20 for an 18.
Good lord.
So, what kind of magic shop are you looking for exactly? When you say magic, what are you looking for?
Magical items. Like if I'm saying a specific magic item, blood bowl vials. But I'll say sorcerer's magic items.
No, sorcerers don't need magic items. They just have to, take a nap and they succeed.
I want to find one of those magic shops that sells you something that you think that might be cool, and then it has this like really powerful but unintended horrible effect. And when you go back to return it the next day, the shop was never there. And that's the kind of shop I want to find.
I wanna find the shop that gives like a warranty, and literally on the day that the warranty expires, it stops working.
Yep.
I'll just ask for an easy shop, jewelry, earrings, something like that. And I don't mean expensive ones. I'll take the cheap ones too. Just they just have to look pretty.
Sure.
We're all over the place. We want faulty gear, cursed gear, and jewelry, and sorcerer stuff. But
also, Michael, while your brain is working in overtime to conjure up some shops out of existence, I know it. But I'd also like to be paying a lot of attention to the people, like the demographics in this market. Like, who's here? Who's all here? Do we recognize any creatures, anything like that, or is it all bizarre? Is it just all oozes and bugs?
So it's not just plasmoids and thrykean. There are also people that are similar to the more primate-looking people that you saw that were dead on the ship. Rest in peace. That sort of thing. They're and as far there's also elves. There's some elves that have like some lavender-colored skin. There's some elves that have like this pale white skin. but they're all so stunningly beautiful, as if their hair and their eyes reflect that the starlight around them. You can see as one passes you and like looks into your eyes, is almost as if it contains a galaxy swirling itself. But they seem to have no interest in you. There's also a few sentries walking around. They are wearing silver or gold armor that completely obscures and covers their face. That has a very strange shape, not very functional, but it has like a semicircle coming up on the top like a helmet, with blades sticking down as arms. And as you get a closer look at some of these, some of them have appendages that are disconnected from their body and have some sort of arcane energy swirling, keeping it afloat, almost levitating. You actually find that these are in fact automatons, kind of maintaining order in some way or another. As far as magic shops go, there is in fact one that you find
magic and stuff.
It's more like a stall, and as you are walking up to it, there's all sorts of things kind of just like thrown on tables. Some of it looks like junk or just rather cheap enchantments. Like this, you pick up one such item and the tag says, oh, glow in the dark ring, and you just like set it down as it provides about maybe 2 feet of light in a dark space, but only
You have to hold it up to the sun for a while first.
Only on Sundays, so it doesn't make much sense. But you hear there's someone out there from behind a curtain.
Yes.
Yes, we're looking for some items.
And coming out from behind the curtain is a floating head in some way with many eye stalks, but some of the eye stalks have been blinded, and it has a eye patch across a couple as well, as you recognize it to be a very decrepit, old looking beholder. Its mouth stretches wide with a rotten tooth grin. I wasn't expecting to see so many mortal planers here.
Is this your home plane?
No, but instead of getting to know each other, how about you ask me what I'm selling and I sell it to you?
Good enough for me. What are you selling?
None of your business. Get out.
What are you buying? Shout out my Resident Evil 4 fans.
Fresh memes.
Oh, you're still standing here. Leave. I don't want your business. I don't want your money.
Oh,
why not?
Serious?
That's weird. Shop. Do you want our company?
Do I look like a man who needs friends? I got plenty of friends.
Do you need adoration?
Name 3 friends.
All right, I'll say something. What do you want?
What do you got?
Oh, I have a few things. I have balms and ointments. I have scrolls. I have a few magic doodads and whatsits. All scavenged from the local area.
Oh, I could really use a powerful doodad right about now.
That's not cursed.
With his extreme perception, he'll kind of, one of the eye stalks will come down and like look at your hip. Seems you got one already. I'll trade you for it.
That's not where his wand is.
I know what I said.
Do you
What a
have
powerfully
anything
do you're dead.
from the astral elves?
The Astro Elves, I might have a thing or two.
Huh? Something scavenged from them?
He will pull from below the counter a sword that seems to be carved. The blade itself seems to be carved from. The texture of it resembles that of obsidian, but it's pure white.
White obsidian.
extremely sharp, and it reflects the light. It almost has like this like glow to it. Think of it like in Lord of the Rings, Galadriel's hair, just a soft moonlight glow.
It's beautiful.
Can I touch it?
By all means.
It's a sword.
I'm gonna pick it up and just examine the edge on it.
What kind of sword is it, DM?
It is in fact a short sword.
Can I try?
Sure.
I'll hold it in my hands. And I would like to attempt grim psychometry on this sword to get a sense of where it came from.
Make a history check.
19.
19.
Wow.
19. I want a vision. Yeah.
You only get a short flash of a similar to the armor that you see some of these sentries wearing. You see a warrior swinging this blade at these kind of green or yellow skinned people and just absolutely decimating those before it. And that's all you get.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping for a clue about where to find them, that kind of thing. Anything that might have touched the sword.
That is what you get. But you do see there. I mean, I did say that you do have people walking around.
Sure.
That are astral elves themselves.
Right.
Okay.
What precisely does this sword do?
Cut things.
Okay. When it's saying Casimir pulls out pops a black obsidian sword in his hand and goes, so does this.
Well, if you don't want it, give it back.
No.
I don't think I can do it that easily.
That was
put it down
forged
on
by
the,
the
counter.
astral court. It is a one of a kind blade, and the hilt of it itself is also made of gold, lined with a silverish metal that could be silver or platinum. You don't quite know, and has many gemstones. This thing should not be at this man's junk stall.
Right.
This seems special. Shame it's so short. Does it grow longer when if never mind.
That's not.
Don't go there.
How much do you want for it?
Could it go from a short sword to a broadsword?
Well, you see, it cost me a mighty penny to obtain it. It is my prize possession and whatnot.
I want to say to him, first part is going to be in common. Like, so, why do you fancy sword for a store like this? And then in Thieves' Cant, I'm going to ask him, do you have other wares that you don't particularly have displayed?
Lift up the carpet. What bugs are beneath?
He'll respond along the lines of, well, the blade I will part with for 1,000 platinum.
Do anybody need a loan? Only 25% interest.
What are the magical properties of this blade?
Why don't you test the sharpness?
Okay. Mordecai will pick up the sword. Casimir, can you hold up your obsidian sword really quickly?
No.
Ooh. Casimir, we must test your sword. If your sword is damaged from this sword, then we are in trouble.
I'm going to say, if this sword explodes, it is very sharp and a lot of people are going to get hurt.
Why would it explode?
Just hit me with it.
No, please don't.
Hit you, Galder?
Just hit me. It's fine.
It's like a walking ooze person. Just stab them with it. We'll see.
I saw no magic, only fighting.
Okay, Mordecai is gonna poke Galder with it very gently. Poke.
Roll, make an attack roll using your strength modifier. Add +3 to it.
13.
+3 sword.
Okay, does that hit Galder?
I will allow it to hit.
Okay, roll damage, add +3. It's going to be the short sword damage, +3.
Sorry, I don't have a short sword in my inventory.
It's a D6.
D6
D6.
plus
Yep.
strength or dex, because right, short swords are finesse.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Plus strength -1, so 2, and then
Plus-
+3,
Yep.
so 5.
And I need a con save from you, Dakota.
Woo!
Not Calder. Dakota.
I will
It
choose
jumped
to
off
fail.
the paper. Bro's about to die.
You have your backup
So,
character ready?
I do. I do, in fact. But
roll an extra 1d8, please.
To
You.
Calder
Yeah,
or
yeah.
me? Oh,
1d8.
3.
Okay, so the total damage would be 3. What's your modifier for that? For the attack roll, the 1d6 plus, what's your modifier? For the weapon?
-1.
Minus
so you
1,
can
so-
use dex because it's finesse.
Yeah.
It's a short sword.
Yeah.
I was using strength.
Okay. He just kind of.
So 5 plus an additional 3 radiant damage, as you're not quite proficient in the sword as you would like to be, and Dakota goes blind for a minute,
Whoa!
as it feels like your blood sears and boils as this radiant energy comes into it.
Whoa. Okay, this is.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
Is
Is this what Quasar felt like?
They're like star size now.
Do I
And
kind of
the
need an
blade-
astral?
The blade is extremely sharp, like like through butter.
Like, wait, like fresh out of the fridge butter or butter that's been sitting out for a day?
Hot knife through whatever butter you choose.
It's a +3.
Frozen butter.
Mordecai will hand this to Killian, or to Pudak, and be like, "I think this sword belongs in worthy hands."
I also got 3 of these. He'll lift up 3 tentacle rods, but nobody seems to want them.
You want to fool him?
Do you
And you're one?
5 more and you have the whole collection?
I hear that there's some like places where people use tentacle rods to, hitters. You just, if you have enough tentacle rods, you could just be covered in tentacles.
Do you, Golda, Casimir, you think this is a good idea?
I think
to buy
this. Honestly, this is a great idea. I'm still very much not able to see, so.
Sorry, let me fix that. Mordecai's going to cast lesser restoration on him to restore
It's
that.
only for a
sight.
minute. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Don't waste a spell slot.
Yeah, don't waste a spell on that.
So how
why-
does that particular effect work? Do you know?
What effect?
He's blind, right?
I'm blind right now after being stabbed by the sword.
Well, look at that. The price just went up, boys. 12,000 gold.
How would that increase the price? Wouldn't that, like, if you accidentally stab yourself?
Good sir, we are going to do mighty worthy things with this. The sword's going to a good cause. You should give us a discount.
Price again.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. I mean, a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Thankfully, you're good at these.
Hey,
It's 16.
16. So it's gonna be a legend, huh? A legendary weapon here in my shop. 15,000 gold.
okay,
Oh, that's all.
enough. No,
Shake on
that's
it, and I'll put my hand out.
You have to
Huh?
for that.
Mordecai will look at Zulkifli. Do we?
Bargain it up.
Did Bro really just agree to a
I'll
deal
just-
before checking
I'll
if he had the
position
money?
I'll just quietly position a pouch over the bag of holding,
I haven't shook
And-
yet.
and
Does the
then
pack
and
need
then
this?
I'll summon about 800 platinum into that pouch. And then I'll seal it up. This is what we have.
So no.
Essentially, this is a sword of radiance. It's a +3 weapon that it does an extra 1d8 radiant damage and has a Constitution saving throw DC 15. On fail, the blindness status effect takes hold either for 1 minute or until the saving throw is passed. They're immune to the
Wait, and-
effect for the rest of the day.
So 1,500 gold, and we have 800 platinum.
15,000 gold.
50. Oh, that's a few more zeros than I thought.
I mean,
1,500 plat.
That
It-
explains a lot, actually.
We
this
can
could work for
pay
Zool. This could
maybe
also work for
1,000 platinum. Like he says, 1,000. More? I think no.
As you guys are debating this, whether or not you can afford, you'll hear a commotion as one of this what seems to be a mixture between like an ogre and a troll. This large, bulbous, greenish yellow skinned creature is currently getting into a fight with one of these plasmoid creatures about some sort of trade gone wrong. And he takes the plasmoid creature, lifts them up by their clothes, and throws them against the wall where they just kind of splatter, fall down, and reform in the commotion as they're kind of just like fighting this out.
Alright, you guys figure this out.
Mordecai
commotion. Anyway.
will run over to the commotion, still holding the sword. Break it up.
No.
Thought you gave it to Pudhack.
I'm holding it.
Oh, my apologies.
Grabs it out of your hands.
Mordecai will
So-
still walk over and investigate that commotion.
But I will like turn around to the Kifling like this is good sword. It lays good in hand. Would probably fit your fighting style.
Yeah, it would fit so very
It's,
well.
it's quite shorter than Flame Tongue you gave to me. So and your stabbing motion really good with this.
You think so?
I'm serious.
Yeah. I mean, Zul, you never get nice things for yourself.
Yeah, but this Bangsat over here, he says 1,000. Now he says 15,000. Go.
Well, first he said
I mean,
10,000, then he said 12. Now he says 15.
I mean,
Yeah,
if,
10,000
if it was like a a longer, thinner blade, I would definitely take it over this horrible cursed sword.
If I know how to swing a sword, I'd use it.
Well, just imagine you blind someone with this, and then you start doing whatever you're doing in your animal form. That's like, oof.
Mm.
They will not see you tearing them apart.
As Mordecai runs over to break up the fight, a sort of tentacle-like arm reaches over and like touches your shoulder. And as you turn around, there is this creature that looks kind of beastly that has this jellyfish kind of figure with 4 tentacles coming down with like these spikes on it. One of them is touching you at the top of its head. Not a head, I would say. It's just the top of a jellyfish with 4 eyes on it, kind of looking at you. And you hear in your head, "Excuse me, do you have the ability to in time to talk about our Lord and Savior Uganakotl?"
I'm already devoted to a god myself, but continue to preach your word, and I'll walk away from him.
And he goes back to a collection of these similar tentacle-like creatures. Meanwhile,
slipped a
back in the
pamphlet
debate,
in your
other than, the beholder merchant will say, "Well, if you're not going to buy it, give it back."
For 1,000 platinum, Ken? Like you say?
So,
Otherwise, maybe
what
we
kinda-
can. Otherwise, we can go find another legend weapon from someone who also is selling magic item.
All right, go do that.
How many people you have who can afford to buy something like this?
Quite a few. We have some of the most prolific people out here.
Oh yeah?
Yes, we've heard that a lot, but if that's the case, why hasn't the sword sold?
I just got it in yesterday. Haven't shown anybody else.
Aspen's gonna incite that.
Yeah, I was saying I want
Roll
to
for
insight that. All right.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why would you not trust me?
27.
27.
23.
He bears to be telling the truth.
Oh, not good.
I guess that is a fair point. It doesn't seem you have a whole lot more valuable things compared to that.
I have plenty of valuable things. What do you mean?
No, they all sold, no?
You're a prolific salesman.
Yes, if you have such wealthy buyers, that must be why your only legendary thing is that sword. Because you just got it in yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll scratch my chin.
what about my inquiry?
I'll fill the bag with 200 more platinum pieces.
Well, I got something special for you, he'll say to Revlor, and these can't.
Ooh.
Three rods of tentacles.
Oh no. One of a kind. He has 4.
Moist
Perhaps you would
tentacles
like
is the
something
variant,
to
though.
decorate your home. Or your ship. Or your dwelling. Man cave, perhaps. He'll go over to the tent and he'll say, I just got this in as well. He'll pull back the curtain of where he was previous to you all. And it's a statue. Very nice quality, artistically made statue of make a history check.
All right.
See how much you know about art. As it's
Not.
Can I have
not my-
everybody else Stefan, please, except for Revlor?
I would absolutely love to do that. This is
that
gonna
was
be
not
so
good.
much
In
fun.
that
Natural
question, I did understand it because I have Thieves' Cant too. I just didn't want
Would
to.
you like to go and examine this as well?
Yeah, if he invites Veril, I like try to like, can I join?
Sure, you can make a history check as well.
And Zulkifli, like you should. You
He's deaf
yeah.
and he can't hear you.
Yeah, okay. I just so yeah, I'll go
He
in.
can't hear you,
and-
Killian. So I always had you roll the history check to throw off everybody else of what I was saying. But this is a statue of a furbolg. Very similar dress to two furbolgs you've met in your travels. Both similar to the same robes, garb, culture as Aspen and Astra.
Wait, so are me and Killian the only one that can actually see this statue right now?
Right, so he took you behind the curtain.
Huh. Interesting. And how big would you say the statue is?
It's very lifelike.
Furbolg size.
Okay. Well, how the hell are we supposed to take that back to the ship?
What do you mean how? I just pick up and talk out.
I mean, are you gonna walk it all the way back to the ship?
I'm sure some of the Dowar will be more than happy to deliver it to your ship.
I have a really funny idea. All right. How much?
No, let's say 5,000 gold.
5,000 gold. What's
Think about it. I'll be here all night. It is night all the time here, after all. Plus,
besides it looking surprisingly close to our friend out there, does it have any other properties per se?
just a very well. Do you see the attention to detail? How it looks like it was picking fresh flowers when they brought this stone to life as they carved it.
I see.
Can I somehow make sure that it's actually stone and not someone
Make
being
an nature check.
petrified?
Just someone who's petrified.
Well, technically, if they are petrified, they would be stone. There's no difference between the two.
we could. I'm not going to say that out loud. Never mind.
We could steal it. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I was. Okay, so add a character. Not. I was going to say we could see if we could like try to unpetrify it, but. And I don't want to say that and then be like, no, you don't have to do that.
What's the nature check there? Budak.
You mean history?
Nature. Because you're trying to figure out if this is real stone or not.
Okay. Yeah, nature. I'll try my very best. That is fair.
Appears to be stone, limestone to be specific.
All right.
I'll lean over. I think we should get this one too.
Well,
It
think
might
about
take-
it. He'll start to push you out. I'm gonna alert everybody else now.
Yeah.
All right.
As he closes
Go,
the
you
curtain and your friends return.
All right. You've got yourself a deal.
You're gonna buy it?
And, yep. And will reach in his bag and he'll pull out 500 platinum.
Very well. Well, should we deliver it to your ship?
What?
If you would so kindly.
What did
What did you buy?
What are you buying?
Just a little knick-knack.
Well, Revelo never buys anything. He's allowed to buy some
Exactly.
illicit drugs.
500 platinum for a little knickknack.
Where did you get 500
I do
from?
have a. Oh,
Listen,
don't worry about that. That's a question for a time when we're in a place I don't recognize. Anyways,
is that like
question,
the thing
though.
you got paid for blowing up that place in Mysteria?
what?
I thought
No.
he didn't do that.
No, I did not do that. I do have a question. Does our little knickknack here? Does it like? I feel like if we put it in one of our rooms, it's gonna throw the whole vibe off. Is there like a rug that could go with it? You know, really tie the room together.
I feel like he's pulling the rug over on us right now.
He does have a good point.
Plus, we wouldn't want to scuff the floor of the ship either. I mean, it's a very nice ship.
How big is this knickknack?
Well,
Osmond, how tall are you?
it might have a size.
Do you,
depending
does
on
that have to what?
perspective.
I'd say about Aspen height.
Aspen is 7'10".
That's a big knickknack.
Kind of fits.
I feel like you two are up to something.
They're definitely up to something.
100%.
I can throw
me?
in a
Never.
rug.
Ah, there it is. All right.
So are we buying the sword or not?
I think we should, guys.
I agree. So Kivli, do it. Make him
gotta be
proper
about-
offer.
1,200.
All right. So a total of 17,000 gold was spent here today. I'll get you guys the blade in a little bit. But just remember why.
And
Okay.
9 copper.
Yes.
And 9 copper.
No
yeah.
are just gonna sit there. They're kind of like bring their hands together. We thought you were gonna spend gold at our shop.
Where is your
But
shop?
we do own every shop here technically, so I guess it's
Oh well, then you'll get a cut anyway. You're fine.
Where's your shop?
everywhere.
But I mean, the specific one that you were.
I don't know what you were talking about.
No, that's just the name of the shop. It's called Everywhere.
It does actually say that.
So is there anything else that we can show you?
What's your favorite shop?
Wow, that's an easy question to a shopkeeper.
Especially if they own all the shops.
We did say that we were looking for an armory, right? Someone's looking for like an armor shop.
I could do a stab at an armor.
Yes.
Well,
Pudak was looking for jewelry.
Something pretty, something nice, something fabulous.
Okay.
Something sexy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That
I am looking for an
can
artery.
do.
Pulls out a specific book just for that.
Something sexy.
This is one of the 18 plus D&D books.
One of the 18 plus expansions.
It's the only one that exists.
I have like
Yeah,
10
this
books
one's
on my
also
desk
not
right
a-
now because this is so many different sources combined together into one
Yeah.
to formulate what is called the night market. There's so much market
Yeah.
to the night
Do you
market.
have,
so
do you,
give
do
me
you
a
have the
second.
wand of? Do you have a wand of Bukaki?
I think it's called your penis.
I'm pretty sure all of us have a one.
Y'all need to chill.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah, something that says I don't put out on the first date, but
Yeah.
I definitely have a good time.
we should all get rings that make
So you're
it
guys
so that
gonna
no
go
one
to
can
a
understand
little
what we're saying.
boutique store. It's gonna be quite nice looking as you approach this stone that has been carved out to make this large store. It would rival Xylus's shop in many ways, but it's not quite.
Unacceptable.
It's not so chic. It's not so like. Imagine Xylus's shop like every color is just
Yeah.
black, white, gray, very postmodern. Look, this is more down home,
Did the
wild
staff
fae
look?
looking.
Did the staff look traumatized?
There is no staff. There's these small little robotic creatures that are walking around and maintaining the things. They're like automatons, but a little smaller than an automaton would be. And there's one woman who appears to be an astral elf, a member of that court. Her hair is tied up in a bun. It has kind of like a glitter texture to it, but just very faint. As it is snow white with some very, very light purple highlights in it, tied up in a bun with a pencil going through it, wearing spectacles that are kind of this pale indigo that sets upon her bright irises and pale skin. And she looks up as she's kind of like sketching. Oh, hello. You're not like most people I get here from all around.
Well, thank you for that compliment. I can give that right back.
It
I
was
have
less of
now-
a compliment and more of a statement, but if you plan on complimenting me, by all
Or-
means. It's been so
More
long.
of an observation.
You were saying
We are traveling.
Well, I have not seen someone of your kind too, so pretty nice to meet you. My name is Putak.
nice to meet you.
I feel like Putak is seeing stars.
Well, anyway, is there anything I can assist you with?
Well, I'll point at my ear and go like, there is definitely some free space here that needs some, let's say, shiny bling bling fabulous gems.
I see. It's one as extravagant as you definitely needs something to make one's ears pop out, and not a very literal sense. I do have something that could do that though, but we don't want that, I'm assuming. Do you want that?
We don't want that? Yes. What do we don't want?
Okay,
I'll definitely take your suggestion in.
give me one moment.
And your kind is all over here?
A few of us
Like-
have settled down here.
You got bigger settlement of... Because I think we are searching for... Yeah, elves that live in space.
Make a persuasion check.
I would assume all elves live in a space of some sort.
Get out of here, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We're all
Third
stardust.
20.
Well, actually, we are all drifting through space.
How the fuck did I roll so low?
What'd you roll?
You're all but dust in the wind.
30-20.
30-20? Okay.
Plus 15. Expertise, buddy.
Well, I mean, there are a few of us here, but if you wanted to know where the core lands of the court are, I'm afraid they keep that well guarded. You have to have the right charts to access that part of the space system.
Do you know who has access to these charts that we could ask? Or do you have access to these charts? And then I just have to ask what the price is.
I don't intend on being a fallen star anytime soon.
Wait, say that again, please.
She said, I don't intend on being a fallen star anytime soon.
What does
Oh,
that?
so becoming a fallen star requires the spread of information that's confidential. That
Traitor.
yeah, a traitor.
So they are secret. They are hiding. Is this true?
Can I get a history check from you, please, Noah?
Sure. I really should get proficiency in this at some point. Natural 1.
Oh.
It's 2.
Hey, that means our second natural one in the session. What? Okay.
Yep. Both times from me.
You know, every
Yeah.
time that Quasar talked about his heritage and where he came from during your many long rests together, you're more interested in tuning your lyres. So
Yeah, as far as I was concerned, he was just another elf.
Hey. That's supposed to mean.
We were seeking assistance. We have to find something, and we were told that your people were the best way for us to find what we seek.
I'm sorry, but that is not my problem.
Can you put us in contact with somebody who can determine whether or not your people feel comfortable making that kind of arrangement?
I'm sorry.
We are. What is happening?
You missed it.
It's fine.
Guys, we sound like marks right now. We sound like such marks.
If we had our friend Quasar with us still, I think he might have been able to point us the right way, but
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
it's not a good number.
With advantage? Are you sure it's with advantage?
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't even rolled the second die. Well, it's a +0 for me, so. Oh, it's 17 then.
And yet you strive so hard to be the face.
I don't want to be the face.
17's
No
not
one,
bad.
no one mentions the
17.
right thing.
Quasar.
Hey, he tries. He tries.
He traveled with you.
He did.
Indeed.
And what became of him?
He died. Trying to help us.
An unfortunate end.
Everything.
She'll flick her hand and the doors of her shop will close and lock. One of the auto gnomes will go and get a tray of these purple colored cakes and this tea that smells very floral. It kind of has like this red hue to it, which he pours for you. Please have a seat. I shall gesture to
Are
the
those,
fireplace.
Do those cakes have any sort of meat in them? I don't know what your traditions are.
They don't. They're made from a flower.
Aspen grabs 3 of them.
Any animal products in them?
Well, sure.
She said it's made from a flower.
There's byproducts, but no meat.
First
Mark
of
is
all,
gonna, like-
thank you for seat and for food. And now I hopefully they will tell us a good story about how heroic your friend was. Because I not had heard it too, so let's go.
Quasar, I haven't seen him since he left. And I decided to leave too. He was sent on a mission by the ruler of our court after he sustained a great injury.
From the dreadnought, they said the giant creature astral dreadnought, I believe.
So you're familiar.
I know some of the details from what he said.
The dreadnought has been attempting to break in to this plane for a while. But it serves a dual purpose. We could, of course, slay the creature, but it protects something by its presence of where it is.
The seed.
Quite interesting how you just so happened to cross my shop knowing so much.
We were seeking out the seed.
It is interesting how the threads of fate weave in such a way sometimes.
I know. All because our friend wanted some jewelry.
And if not for Quasar, we probably wouldn't have even made it this far.
I wasn't ever around at the same time that he was, but I was heard his great injury did not hinder his capabilities as a fighter.
The creature inside this shop, what is it? Beholder? One of them is what killed Quasar.
And his body?
Gone.
No, you told me his body was still at that fort, right? Or still, but
It's
you
at
just
the keep. It's at the keep. Yeah, it's at the keep.
Yeah, we've kept him.
Portland.
We've kept his body. His body was laid to rest, preserved in some way.
but his soul was unable to return from what I was made aware of.
I see. Okay. Well, what you say seems to be true, and I've decided. I will show you how to get to our home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe you are the ones that, from what you've told me, you are the ones that our Queen Mother saw in her visions. And yes. So, in the morning, or rather what is the morning around here, I will join you on your ship.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Uh,
How's the cake taste?
So you take a bite of the cake and it smells of it's sweet. It has a moist texture to it, but has a slight elderflower taste with the honey
Ooh,
and a touch of lemon.
very good.
Thought you were about to say ube. That's what gave it the color.
No.
your name. What is your name?
Illyriara.
Lyriora.
Illyriara.
A beautiful name.
Zurifli. You will find us at our ship. And I'll describe the ship, what it looks like, where it is. Yeah. Cool. Hmm.
You're welcome to stay here, but I imagine you'd just sleep on your ship. I do have an earring that you can buy, by the way, and she'll show you. She'll show you just one earring. It is a bead on a silver. What do they call the things that you gemstones set in? Whatever.
Yeah.
And
Puzzle
this,
Setting.
this is a bead of summons. It is a prayer bead. And once per day, you can use it as a bonus action to cast a spell Planner Ally.
Ooh.
Nice.
I have that stuff.
This is a 2,000 gold bead, but it is a really pretty stone.
Show it.
Does it require attunement?
Yes, by a cleric, druid, or paladin.
Okay.
Well, we have one of each of those.
Yeah.
If we like break into 3, can we skip attunement and each like have to use it together?
When our powers combined, we summon God.
Will we take 1,000 necrotic damage if we fail to connect it?
I'm resistant.
So you take 500.
500 is still enough to kill you.
Still insta kill, yeah.
Yeah, you just take like 1 second longer to like crumble to dust.
So,
Was this-
despite you being an ally of my friend, you still have to pay. It is a
course.
business.
Yes, so it'd be
course.
expected.
I do have some rings if you're interested in that. Some armors.
Armors.
Oh,
I was told by a master smith that I was to find a moon sickle with astral elves. I don't know if that means here or at a more central location of your people.
You will have to find that at my home.
Okay.
Can you tell us anything about this? Now hold up the amazing +3 short sword that we got.
That is a weapon forged by my people.
Is it okay if we have this? Is it if we find your people? Would they be angry if we have this?
That would be up to our ruler to decide. Those weapons are often seen as sacred and only wielded by knights of our order.
Lama. Okay.
And it's a great crime to even own one. You're lucky that the sentries haven't spotted you with it.
That explains why you wanted to sell it so quickly.
You said something about you have armors?
A few. There's obviously going to be better options back home. I have only been able to take a few here and there, a few deliveries that can
Right.
go. Is there anything in particular you were looking for? The only thing I really have is I have armor made of mithril and I have armor made from adamantite.
let's deal with this adamantite.
Basically, you can't get critical hit.
Yeah. It's only like some of those crazy.
Could I have an adamantite left shoe?
And then
Then you only your foot would be protected.
for Mithril's the one that doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth if you're wearing like heavy armor, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You should get a little piece of adamantite to put over your Achilles tendon.
Done.
Tell your enemies that's your only weakness.
How much would be adamantine?
The adamantite armor
He wants
would
plate A. So.
be
Oh,
dependent on.
Adamantine plate. So
Okay, so about 3,000 gold. It's pretty.
That's not bad.
That's really good.
Adamantite
That's
armor is
really
actually.
good.
Adamantite armor is actually just considered uncommon armor, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Do you
Negates
you happen to have
crits.
breastplate?
Take 1,500 off that price.
Okay.
That's
Because
all she has for that.
then it won't be
Okay.
disadvantage on stealth.
Well, that's for. Well, you're thinking of mithril, not adamantite.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
yes, she
mithril's
will have that
rare.
mithril. Mithril armor is a different cost. Glad
Yeah.
you said that.
It's worth more than the value of the entire Shire.
Also uncommon, it would be 1,500. The Shire does not exist. The
How
Tolkien
much-
estate will come after our asses.
I will pick up that bead, look in the mirror, check, and go like, put it back down. Yeah, it's pretty piece, but sorry, does not fit my style.
what do you think about this plate armor?
Mordecai will walk over to a set of half plate adamantine armor. Does this fit me? Does it suit me?
I don't know. Green and blue. It looks a little.
Like big.
It honestly, it kind of like doesn't work with your complexion. It's kind of a weird like. It's
You look like a sea creature.
yeah.
And what about this mithril? Does it go better with my skin tone?
I mean,
will
it's
tell you that
very
they
shiny.
Have some very nice robes from magic casters back where I'm from. It might help.
You know what? Yeah, I'll wait till we get there. See the better
I don't know.
selection.
I gotta say the green works really well with your all black motif though. The dark green of the Yamana. If you went with that, but you know the mithril's a little shiny.
So do we have the gold to spare for adamantine armor? Because I've been looking to shed this, quite frankly, terrifying and cursed armor.
It's not cursed.
I don't know.
It's cursed because you wore it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can you-
I smell like dead people.
Because you are dead people.
I can't get the dead people smell out.
It's just more.
Prestidigitation does nothing.
Once it's there, it's set.
Cool.
Listen,
Just the prices on that armor again.
3,000.
3,000.
1,500.
3,000 for plate,
For plate.
1,500 for breastplate.
it's also like black, which doesn't really work well with his complexion.
You say 3,000 gold pieces for the armor, adamantine plate.
Full
Okay.
plate.
Full plate.
Half plate
Oh,
is
okay.
1,500. This is half
Cool,
the.
It's half the amount.
He positions his little cloth sack over the bag of holding and summons 300 platinum pieces. And they fill up the bag, and then I just sort of empty the coins out onto the
It's
300.
Could
It's like you're doing like actual video game management of like currency. Like, okay, I gotta like shift this from one
Also,
bag to my.
I'm glad you specified
spreadsheet.
to empty the bag because I was going to say, how many of those little bags do you have?
Zul, you think you have enough for me to get some armor as well?
How much?
Half plate, so 15.
15. Okay, can. And I'll draw out 15 gold pieces.
100.
No, 50.
Oh,
Yeah.
50. Okay. I'll draw out 150 platinum pieces into the bag again.
Now, can you change the color?
Of the platinum or the armor?
The armor. It doesn't really go with my skin tone, but I really like it.
You like the adamantine or the mithril? Because the mithril has some very specific benefits to it.
The adamantine. It looks really good on me, but the color doesn't go with my complexion.
Yeah.
You
How
can
we talking
dye
about-
it.
Yeah, I will also say that mithril doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth checks,
Yeah, mithril doesn't give disadvantage on stealth checks.
and they cost the same.
And
So you,
Adamantine.
I
you
don't
can
know why
trade-
we want to
you can
stick
trade
around. You
stealth
got Heavy
checks.
Boy with you.
You can trade stealth checks for
Crits.
crits. It's up to you. You get no
Yeah.
crits or you get stealth checks.
Yeah. Usually when we have to stealth, I'm polymorphed into something else, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I'm not polymorphing all y'all's.
I don't
Yeah.
know why you asked question. You got heavy boy with you.
Fine.
Sure. I'll
Make a decision.
I am never
boy.
making stealth checks.
I'll take the adamantine, but do you do the dying in house, or do I have to go to someone else for that?
Just choose a color.
Yeah, or you could do like half,
White.
half. You could do like half
White.
and half. So like do
Okay.
like parts of it in mithril, and like if you like, then you do like half disadvantage on stealth
It
check.
has been
but then you
so
only take half
nice
crits.
serving you today.
Can I do the
forward-
joints in mithril
I
and
look
then
forward to helping you on your journey ahead.
Thank you.
You've been.
We're gonna have
wonderful.
more armor choices when we get there. Why buy it now? Anyway,
Anyway,
Don't be
Good to
jealous.
see you tomorrow.
it is going to be nighttime soon, so I suggest you get back to your late evening. I should say get back to your ship before it gets a
Yeah.
little too late.
Do we have anything of Quasar's with us left over?
You have a sword, but that got received after.
Yeah, that was received after those in the underworld.
Okay.
You have like a selfie with him or something like that.
If it's like dog tags.
here, let me just let me pull up a picture on my sending phone.
Okay, we go back to the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is the beholder still
when you
there?
get back on the ship, the captain, Captain, what was his name? I had it written down.
Chuckle nuts.
No. The ghost. What's his name?
Salt breath.
Salt breath.
Salt breath.
Oh, you're back. Jolly good to see you. There was a number of little birdmen and a couple of robots who dropped something off in the galley for you while you were gone.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, are we allowed to know what this is now?
You'll see.
Oh, let's go see.
let's
I mean-
let's
I
go.
mean, yeah,
we're,
we'll give-
it's night. We have to eat. Are you telling us we can't go to the galley?
No, I'm not. Well,
We'll see when we go to the
we'll
galley.
see it when we go to the galley. What are you
All
talking
right.
about?
Do you want us to like cover our eyes and pretend we're Quasar?
I
I can't get
No,
offended
Chris.
because that's not my character anymore.
anyway.
Oh, I miss him so much.
Too.
He was so badass.
I
All right,
I might require one of yours help though when we get down
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Which
You'll
one?
see. Fuck, what's that spell? Anyway, well, you'll see.
Yeah. Do you
Identify?
want us to like determine by these like strange math rocks?
Just get down to the fucking galley.
Okay, Jesus.
Casimir does
I don't know
have
who that is.
Nice, by the
What did I
way.
just say?
Yes, are there more seekers? Like, is there one that's called Jesus?
Hey,
We got
we
one that's
have
got the
a-
hair of Jesus. Is that close enough?
Was there like a Jesus who almost made the cut?
What are we talking about?
Captain Salt Breath will disappear below the deck of the ship, and then as you guys walk down, he'll meet you there. Well, I wasn't able to see what it was due to this rug that is covering it for some reason, but
They didn't put the.
Oh, they're
Or the preparation you put thing on rug.
they scuffed up the floor really bad.
No, that's specifically what I got it for.
Nice
you got it.
rug,
You
though.
got the flow?
You can't hire good help these days.
Yeah, I know. Look at us.
To be fair, didn't you get the rug and the delivery for free?
Shut up.
Yeah.
So when are you gonna do the grand reveal? Should we all like stand in a line and you pull it off?
Need to see that.
Revelor is gonna walk up to the rug and he's gonna like hold the edge of it and be like, "Now."
Now?
Do you like a drum roll? I've got a drum out.
No,
a drum
no.
roll and a drum.
Oh, for fuck's
I'm
sake!
doing it.
He rips the carpet off.
Tearing off the rug, you guys are face to face with a stone statue of a furbolg standing about 7 feet 11 inches roughly in height, tall, very lifelike.
that face.
Is it a statue or is it one of Aspen's actual people?
That's the whole reason I bought it. That's why I said I needed help. Which one of you can try to see if this thing's actually petrified or not?
What?
Aspen immediately runs over. Is it one of his petrified people?
This was a girl that was close to your age. Her name was Amarantha.
Amarantha?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
She was not a member of your family, but she was, in fact, a member of your village and tribe.
So,
Wait, did I just buy a person? Oh God.
Think about it about a person. That's
For
Oh, no.
5,000 gold,
Is that-
nonetheless.
Does that make me a 500?
Technically, it was
500
just a
platinum.
platinum. It was 500
Oh, 500
platinum.
platinum. You're right.
Platinum,
Sorry.
yeah.
5,000
but
gold.
Well,
well, you
So,
technically
a
freed
few
her.
questions arise from this. As one,
Can't put a
how
price on
did they
freedom.
get it?
that's what Aspen was
Yeah.
about to say. This our
The beholder didn't
realm
tell us
was sealed off,
It was.
but knowing what we know, Beldanea still has her roots.
Sounds to me like this night is just full of coincidences.
Wow.
Someone from your village showing up in petrified form right when we... Because he never gave us the specifics. He never told us how long he had it. Never told us where he got it from.
Should
Well,
we check
did
if he
say,
has more?
Like, no.
I don't
Yeah.
feel... I don't feel comfortable doing business with him anymore.
Well, yeah, between that and the sword that apparently is a crime for us to even own.
Well, I don't know if my magic can restore her. At least not currently. I'm a little bit tired out from the whole
Well-
thing with the clowns.
What spell are you thinking of casting?
A restoration spell.
All right, I can see what I can do. Cast Greater Restoration.
Oh. Nice.
The spell fails.
Oh well. Wait, no, don't we need that special water that you guys had?
That's what I was gonna say. I believe we will have to wait until we're back at the keep.
All right. Zul, can your pouch summon that thing as well?
Someone what?
He can only summon it if it was already in there to begin with.
And that's back at the key. So
Well,
Yeah.
we should make sure that I'm assuming we're going to safely wrap her up in these carpets so that she doesn't get damaged, right? I can't imagine it's a
I mean,
good thing if she
They
falls.
already- they already scuffed the floor, so there's really no other point to the rug now. So
I'm not worried about the floor. I'm worried about the person falling on
Yeah.
this moving ship and shattering into pieces.
I almost made such a fucked up joke.
on the one hand, I do agree, but on the other, I'd feel awful if we just kind of treated her kind of like just another piece of cargo.
No.
Reveler in your head. You're gonna hear. No, I almost said something horrible, but I don't want to say it in front of Aspen. I almost said new figurehead. But
I mean, it's not about mistreating. It's about making sure that because we are going to save her along with the rest of Aston's people, and I would prefer she be whole and alive when that happens.
right.
So do we keep her right here then? Just wrap the rug around her? Or... That's what I'm referring to. I don't want to just throw her
It'd
in
be
the...
weird seeing her just hover over us while we're eating here in the galley. I do
Yeah,
like
fair
to
enough.
eat my oats in the morning, undisturbed.
eat.
You eat?
Let me rephrase. I like to act like I'm eating my oats in the morning.
Oh, I thought you had like ghost oats or
undisturbed.
something.
Host.
Ghost oats.
Actually, he has IBS. Everything he eats, it just goes right through him.
He's
I
throwing
will-
his ghost out
I don't
Where-
appreciate the ghost jokes, and I already told you I ain't no ghost. I'm a
Your
spirit.
spirit, right?
Yeah, I guess say
Spirit oats. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Spiritos. Actually, that sounds like a fun brand
I'm
name.
sorry that I am a spirit that is inhabiting your ship.
No, don't be sorry.
It is
I
not a
accept your
circumstance
apology.
of my choosing, and I would appreciate if jokes were not made at my expense. Or next
All right.
time there's something crawling to murder you in the night, I won't warn you.
All
No,
right.
we appreciate
Aspen,
everything. We're
would you-
dicks.
Aspen, would you want her put into your room so you can watch over?
Sure.
All right. There, our captain. That solves that problem.
Do we have a portable hole?
Then how am I supposed to watch him sleep?
Hey, why don't we put her in the portable hole?
Does that have a weight limit? Like the bag of holding?
You got the
It's
portable hole?
impolite to imply that a woman weighs heavy, boy.
No, but
Well, she's a
Stone.
stone firbolg. She's, and if I'm going to be
She's not
honest,
a
she's
stone,
the
she's just big boned.
she's the tallest girl in our village.
I mean, she'll fit within the opening, and it would be safer than what we were suggesting.
Yeah,
doing.
she's captain of the co-ed basketball team.
All right. This still brings up the question: does the portable hole have a weight limit like the bag of holding?
Why can't we just keep her in my room?
I'm just worried if we get attacked. I don't.
Just put her in Aspen's room. That's the easiest choice. Right now.
Wait, what kind of pose is she in? Like, does she look like she was being petrified, or is she just kind of?
She has.
Standing
she's
there.
holding. She's just standing there. She's holding a basket that had flowers, in it.
Yeah, portable hole does not have a weight limit. It is 10 feet deep.
Okay. So it has like its size.
It's just like a room, a portable room.
We'd also have to be able to pull it out.
Well, I mean, we've got Putak. He can lift anything.
I guess so, yeah.
I'd be more worried about his back going out as he would bend in such a low height.
Hudak and Co moving.
I mean, I just wanted to be safe. And to say, and honestly, if we find more of your people, I'd like to. Who knows what happens if we stop what's happening and your people are somewhere else? Will they be cured, or are we going to have to bring them back?
So, I will say this. As you continue this, is there anything that anybody else would like to do prior to long rest taking place?
I can't think of anything. No, lay low. Yep, be extremely confused about the day's events, but just meditate for a bit to see if one can calm the inner beast. Play a song on the.
Mordecai's gonna do the thing he does before every long rest.
What's that, Mordecai?
Meditate with his wand.
Awesome. Can I have everybody deafen except for Mordecai, please?
Ooh.
The last
how does
thing
that
we
work?
say before deafening is Mordecai meditates with his wand.
I too meditate with
Wand
the
in his
for
right
me.
hand.
How does that work again?
Sometimes he uses his left hand, so it feels like somebody else is meditating.
Deafen.
Wait. There. Button.
Hi.
How you doing,
So,
Michael?
for those of you who don't know, this was actually prepared for Mordecai last week, but he had the audacity to get into a car wreck instead of being in my session.
I do have one thing to say. The car is not a write-off. The insurance company is willing to fix it. I am so happy.
Ooh. Anyway,
Moving on.
you focus in on this obsidian wand that you picked up from a dark mage, an infernal caster, and a voice that you've heard before enters your mind. Hello, Mordecai.
Hello. We meet again.
Indeed we do. What is it you desire?
Same thing I've wanted from the beginning.
Say it.
Strength, power, the ability to redeem my god.
And at what lengths are you willing to go to achieve such a goal?
Whatever lengths are necessary.
I am so glad to hear you say that. There's not enough that can be done, but there is something that you could do. A simple task, really, and I'll give you some knowledge on how to wield this awesome power that I offer. Do you know how this power works, Mordecai?
I've seen it can come with great sacrifice. But
the focus is a connection between you and me, Mordecai. You channel my power through it, giving something in return with every casting. But in order for this connection to be made, there must be an initial sacrifice. But don't worry, I ask nothing of you. No part of yourself will be given in this exchange to get this first bit of power. I just want suffering. You see, a member of your party made a deal with a brother of mine, a brother, you could say, in one way or another, and he intends on going on the former deal, rather, the consequential part of that deal, which robs some satisfaction from us. So I want to see pain. I want you to destroy the statue, Mordecai. Do this, and I will impart wisdom of these demonic magics to slay your enemies and redeem your god. The voice fades from your mind as you feel the connection disappearing.
you're evil.
I know. It's okay. I did tell you I had something super special planned this session, and I'm going to let everybody else know it is time to unmute.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
So I will give everybody a last chance here. Is there anything that anyone would like to do during this long rest or before it takes place?
I think Kazner's just going to recommend to Zul that we keep the new shiny illegal sword in the bag of holding for now.
I'm gonna practice with it. I'd like to get to know it.
Yeah.
While
but
we're-
like
while
when we're in the Astral Elves land, that we keep it secret.
Yeah, we've been doing some nice fighting sessions, so let's further that down.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
just-
Yeah.
We'll still do watches, I assume.
before I go to sleep or attempt to for whatever may happen, just gonna lay out my prayer stuff, offer a quick prayer to Tumis. Just thank you for all the good fortune on this day.
Yep.
Thank you for your continued blessing. That's all.
Kazner will do an evening prayer to Kresna. Anyways, not say anything.
Anything else?
It's just Aspen will just to see. He'll try to telepathically reach out to Amarantha.
Okay. What do you say?
Can you hear me?
You do not get a response.
Yeah. That's it then.
Okay. Well, then everybody, you can go ahead and mark your character sheets for a long rest, and we will continue the story after our mid-session break.
Right on.
So
Nice.
everybody, we'll be back here momentarily as we're going to take our mid-session break. For those of you wondering, because I do realize it was on camera, if you ever see me on my phone, it means I'm texting players using Discord to let them know what's going on behind the scenes in terms of DM questions, that sort of thing. So, what a fun time!
There's this layer of gameplay, but then there's also the under layer on Michael's phone.
So there's so many messages that go back and forth and that sort of thing. But those are something that may or may not be part of the story at a future time, or in the immediate future, or in the distant future, or never at all. Anyway, if you're just now joining us,
it's true. In the speaking of never at all, when is something that happened never have happened? Yeah, grammatical. We have all of our stuff archived on YouTube, campaign 1 and also this current campaign 2. Go back and check us out right at the beginning of our adventures. See how young we looked. Some of this was like early pandemic. We had like fewer beards, and then we had more beard as time went on.
I've never had a beard.
No, this is true.
Yeah. Some of us had more beard.
It's true, or mustache. In any case, you can also catch us purely in audio form, but therefore leaving more room for the imagination on anywhere where you get your podcasts. Exactly, or you can just close your eyes and just watch YouTube. It's true. I mean, most people do that, I'm sure. And if you happen to be catching us anywhere there, well, you could also catch us here on Twitch. That's true. That's the truth.
thank you so much. And we'll be back here momentarily. Give us about 15-20 minutes, and we'll see you all soon. BRB. And welcome back, everyone. So, where we last left off, the party was taking a long rest. However, in the middle of the night, there is a sound as there is like kind of like a dull explosion almost.
Oh God.
Aspen, you wake up and find that the statue of your village friend has been disintegrated.
Oh shit.
The rest of you hear this sound. What do you all do?
Oh, what was that?
500 down the drain. No.
Wait a minute. Didn't I put it in the portable hole?
The
Portable hole?
No, she was just in Aspen's room.
Yeah, we never put her in the hole yet.
We should have put her in the hole.
Asmer will get up. Rush into Aspen's room.
Where'd that come from?
She's disintegrated. Is there nothing else along with that?
What do you mean? Like
is anything else in the room?
make a
Like,
perception check.
okay.
Or let's be investigation. Investigation check.
All right.
Revlor will rush in. Fucking pistol drawn.
I'd say 14.
The only thing that you see in the room when your party arrives, I would say Revlor arrives, is Captain Seabreath standing in the room.
What did you do?
Other than that, what do you mean? What did I do? I haven't done anything. I was here. It imploded, and then you all came in.
Imploded.
It imploded by itself.
I'm not a good vocabulary person. I was here not watching Aspen sleep.
You were watching us, but we know.
But you said you
like
didn't
to
want the
check in
statue
on
to
all
be
of you.
in there.
Sometimes I predict forehead kisses. I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's fine. It's not
It's
even.
fine. You're
doesn't
you're
matter.
just checking on the homies. That's fine. But that's not the issue here.
I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Yeah. I just want to say everybody arrives
Virtual
back
cast.
in the
Huh.
room.
Yeah, yeah, we're just all there. Just.
Yeah, everyone's in the room now.
There doesn't
Alright.
appear to be
Best-
any magic auras in the room other than those that you're normally used to.
Can I check? I want to.
Okay,
I
can
want
I-
to check the pile.
Yeah, me too.
See if we
Check
can
the
like find
check the
anything.
shards. I'm gonna pick up one of the shards and attempt grim psychometry on it.
Okay, go roll
I'm gonna attempt it.
a history check.
See if I can get a grim history on it. 5.
Can I check the outside if anybody is fleeing?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check as you run outside to check the area around.
And half naked, 2 swords in hand.
Love that.
Love it.
There's no time for armor.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
10. You don't see anything.
All right. I'm gonna kneel down and investigate.
I'll come back, go like,
anything.
nobody's running away, so whatever happened, happened here.
Make an investigation check, please, Revelor.
Ooh, nat 20,
That's
25.
So this statue, as you're looking at it, it has very little large pieces. There's no large pieces here. The whatever did this was not a blunt weapon. This was magical.
Okay.
Most of this, what you would say, would be turned to dust.
Well, it wasn't smashed. And there doesn't seem to be any kind of residue suggesting that it was blown up.
Mordecai,
Yes,
you're the only one that knows the disintegrate spell.
I
Right?
do.
Are you doing magic in your sleep?
I slept disintegrated. Okay.
Oh god, his one's going off on its own at night.
Yeah, I think.
Hey
my
man,
armor
when I was
glitched.
younger, I had the same problem. All right, it happens to all of us.
Were you sleeping soundly?
Disintegrate.
I think so.
I think so. It's not very convincing.
Did you
I'm
sleep
inside-
soundly?
I slept great.
I want to insight
Who
him.
was this person?
Ooh.
Who was she?
Who was she? She was a member of my village. She was
Yeah.
studying under both my mother and my uncle.
Do you think anyone would want her to be dead? Anyone here?
The only people who've harmed my people are the Coven, Beldanea, Auntie Babanish.
DM, strange question, but
I
humor
think
me.
I'm used to it at this point with you guys.
So here's a question I've got for you.
That's just a question.
The
for us.
amount of stone shards that we find on the floor
Mhm.
left over, does it seem like it is equal to the mass one would expect of the full statue? Or does it only look like a stone outer layer, like the remnants of the stone outer layer, and the rest of her might be gone somewhere?
Wow.
Ooh.
How much stone do we find?
Would I have figured that out in my investigation?
So
Well, I guess I can't really say because I
That's
wasn't
a
really
good
looking for that.
question.
So never mind.
make it a general intelligence check.
Okay, general intelligence check.
There was somebody who was
Three.
good at that.
It was
3.
almost a nat
Okay.
20. Yeah.
So I will say that it is rather difficult to say. Generally, this would be difficult to say all, as you know, a lot of it is dust. It's been kind of scattered.
Hmm.
It's hard to surmise. It'd be a high DC on this check.
Is
I did
is it
get-
more of
I did get your insight check. Dakota, did you
Okay.
roll an insight by chance? Because you asked for it.
Oh, oops.
I got a 25, by the way. So
I got a 30.
never mind.
So, you don't really get a vibe that there is a lie. Hard to read.
Is it more in a pile? Like, I know you said it's scattered out, but is it still mostly like in a pile, or is it more like a ring?
It's more like a semicircle. There's
Okay.
a central, because you got a natural 20.
Yeah.
There was a central thing, and it kind of like went out in a cone almost, based off of like a central point of force, and it goes out from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of how like anything that would receive a force
From
heavy
like behind.
front or would go.
Okay.
Who
splatters.
knew? Who?
Can we tell
who knows?
which way it was like blown up from, if that makes sense? So if it was like blown up, shooting directly
Yeah,
at the
like
front
which
or from the
direction?
back of it?
It seems to be from the front, but another question here would be like, so let me tell you everything that you know so far. It happened while Aspen was in the room. It was not a blunt object physically.
Wait, it also happened while the ghost was in the room.
The ghost was in the room, and it kind of like has splatter back, so it's a heavy change of momentum and force.
Yeah.
That's all you're able to surmise or gather from the scene at the moment.
So it wasn't anything blunt, but there definitely was a strong enough force that it spread it in this pattern here.
You said there was no traces of magic from detect magic, right?
No, because detect magic, if it like theoretically, if this was like a glyph of warding or
Right.
like once the spell is done working, detect magic would no longer pick it up.
Right.
Do we inspect this for any traps?
I don't mean to suggest anything, as I understand I am a very shady character and a prime suspect in such an investigation. But did we even think to check the statue for traps, as I was saying first?
I kind of presume that our resident rogue would have inspected it before he purchased.
Yeah,
I
explain
was
that
more
in
worried
Thieves'
about-
Camp, Mr. Rogue.
Even if he inspected it before the purchase, there was still that time it took to be delivered.
That
It
is
could
a
have
fair
happened.
point. You never know how your object is handled in shipping and handling.
Exactly.
All
So we
right,
need to kill the
so
beholder.
here,
We
so,
can go ask him.
We need to at least go question him.
so if it was indeed trapped, and
This is
again,
not-
like I said, we've had a night full of coincidences. Was someone trying to kill Aspen?
They were trying to kill me. They missed quite horribly.
Clearly. Yeah, I feel like we need to go pay our beholder friend a little visit, have a little chat, find out more about where he got the statue from.
You all can do that. I would like to finish my rest.
Yeah, was just about to ask. Like, after sleeping or like right now?
Well, I feel like I've already, hit
Ow.
the button to,
All right,
I've already hit
rest.
I've already turned off my alarm.
Yeah, I already hit my short rest snooze button like 7 times. So
I will say that you guys have all at this point concluded the long rest that's happening right
okay.
at the end of it.
So it's like
Okay.
early morning.
Alright.
Okay.
so
I
mean, we do know
Casimir.
that beholders are capable of a great deal of magical skills. I mean,
Mhm,
we've
true,
seen it
this is true.
firsthand.
Praise
What?
Wow.
himself died to.
Did each of the eye stalks look different? Like the eyes on the eye stalks that he's had like unpatched?
So I mean, there could have been, but what do you mean like look different?
like, am I able to tell? Was I able to tell because like they have the different like eye rays? Was I able to tell which one was which?
Make a nature check.
Nature check. All right. No.
When I ran outside to check for someone fleeing, did I have to mention that I look up too?
It's a 7.
But did you look under the ship?
Ah, fuck.
I did not climb around.
Hmm.
Yes. On the, as you look up at the ceiling, there's a note that said, "I
Don't
did
look-
it."
It was the ship.
It was the ship.
Chip's haunted.
Before we all run off, I'm gonna give
Yes,
us a
I
little
know.
pep talk a little pep talk, so we're
Oh, right, you're
prepared
still here.
to go and fight this beholder.
Chip's
I believe that we'll find and capture whoever did this. Let's go, boys! And I'll pump my fist in the air.
God, we are all men.
Team.
All right. So I have an idea.
You're the only old man here.
So
He's the
do
only dead man here.
I'm assuming we only have a few hours before the shops start opening back up.
So
We could go
Everyone
do a
take
little
your-
investigating with that shop.
yeah, we're gonna replay you and Kydra's greatest hits and blow some
Wait.
stuff up.
Listen. I'm better now. All right.
So the boulder
You're
like
better at doing it.
emerged from like a further back area, right? Like at that booth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then
When he came through, did it look like it was an area where he just stayed constantly? Or was it an area that he just went to during the day while the shops?
So when Budak and Cormac, it's a larger tent area where he keeps more
Okay.
inventories, that sort of thing. But it's a
Okay.
tent.
Yeah.
It is a tent.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Let's go check it out. First of all, though, are we at the appointed meeting time? Has our new friend shown up at the ship, or are we a few hours out from that?
You can
Illyriara.
guess you're a few hours out from that. As
Got it.
You just now woke up.
Okay. So yeah, let's adjourn.
Right.
We have to head to
just
the
sort of
market where she'll be coming
munching
from.
on some quick breakfast as we go. As we go, I'll just reach into my bag of holding and just check on the new sword.
It's still there.
Did it
Still there?
Mm-hmm.
Did
It didn't disintegrate.
I was I was hoping to spend some time with it. By the way, in the over the evening, did I get to attune it? Attune to it? If that's what was required, or did I find out if that was?
So for the sake of demonstration,
We'll get stats from it later.
did not require. For the sake of demonstration, I did not make you get attuned to it, but it does require attunement.
Oh, okay.
It's for fun.
I see.
But yeah,
I
so you
see.
did it. You did
It does-
get to attune to it if you so chose to do so.
Yeah. Can we? You still have detect magic up there,
Right.
Dakota. Would you as he's holding it, would we see any like magical glyphs on it that we weren't expecting? Like, can we both
Yeah.
identify it?
Yeah.
These, if that's okay, Zul. Just we need to make sure that this isn't trapped as
Roll for
well.
investigation.
Right.
So after this
Okay.
this motivational speech made by Mordecai, Captain
Yeah.
Breath will
Thank you, Mordecai.
Will draw a ghostly sword with onward, men, and he'll go to run off the ramp. But as he passes the threshold to run off the ramp, he just somehow gets turned around as passing through a curtain and runs back onto the ship. Ah, damn it!
So if we take like a shot of the mast, can you go with us?
I've never tried that before.
We should try that.
Yeah, we try that now.
Total temp HP from Mordecai's great speech.
20.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Alright. Casimir, I'll let you roll that
What's up,
investigation.
brother?
it's a 14 from
What's up?
Casimir.
Alright.
But if you wanna,
Is he rolling that with an advantage or?
that's
Ah.
as good as you're gonna get.
Okay,
Cool.
I got this. So 14.
Does not appear to have any out of the ordinary glyphs or runes on it.
Okay.
It's interesting. There's like a little signature here in what looks like infernal, but I think it was just a mistake.
That's why he sold it to us. It was actually a blem.
So
Anyway,
Some kids from the Hells vandalized it.
So if I can just ask because I'm curious about this, if we like cut off a shard of the mast, like a splinter, and take it with us, can he move with us?
So as you take off this little piece of wood and move with the ship, he tries to walk with you, and once again, as he walks, he gets turned around and immediately comes back.
Oh, good to know.
well,
It's
Worth
okay.
a shot.
We'll keep a piece of your ship with us. For good luck.
Take good care of it. I'm here forever.
It's okay.
We'll-
If we
we'll figure
move
out
the
a
whole
way.
mast.
Well, at least we know you can't leave town.
I mean, Pudak could carry the mass.
If you
Who could use the mass as a
replace
weapon?
every part of this ship, all the wood, one plank after another, is he still here?
Don't get me with that ship problem.
Is this what is this? The ship of Theseus? What the fuck
Yeah.
is-
Hmm.
It's the
If
mast
we
itself.
rebuild the ship board by board.
Wait, is this the ship of Theseus?
Anyway, you guys are heading to
Alright.
the market,
Right.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
here's what I'm thinking.
Double time.
I'll sneak in there because I can get us in there. Casimir, you have Whirlwind on standby, ready to pull me out in case something goes awry.
We'll text you.
And I guess the rest of you keep watch.
Yeah, it should be dark enough you could do the stuff with you. Here.
Oh, right.
Let me take some eyes with you, and he's gonna look at his bat, Bruce, and goes, Bruce, can you ride along, please? And the bat jumps on your shoulder, and Casimir holds on to Galder's shoulder, and he's now seeing through the bat's eyes.
As you approach the market, you notice that there are a lot of sentries around the stall of this beholder. And there's a couple of the little penguin people wearing trench coats, holding up hand glasses. And one of these sentries comes up and stops you.
Halt, citizen. There has been a murder.
A murder?
Murder.
Make a perception check, Revelor.
All right. That's a 10.
I can
10.
also hear and see through my bat's eyes, by the
Looking
way.
just past, you can see the beholder's body kind of slouched against its table with a blade sticking right through its central eyeball.
Guys, it's gonna point out the crime scene to them.
I could see it.
I don't
Kind of
think we have
blade.
to worry about being caught by the beholder.
I guess it's literally in the eye of the beholder.
God damn it! I was gonna say it. Fuck.
Is the sword named Beauty? No. What kind of blade is it?
Can I see that from here, or
Well, I'm asking.
Make so I mean from this distance you can't really tell, I would say. It just, you can see the hilt because it's quite
So
a
the-
big creature, right? It's a large
Very
size creature and the blade is all the way in there.
I mean, more of like, does the decoration on the hilt, or like
Make
the
a
style of the
history
hilt?
check.
Okay. Natural one. I am rolling like shit.
that's 3.
You know, you're not an expert on weapon craft.
I'm gonna use one of my DM inspirations for this. Actually,
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
I would like to know. So,
You're not getting those dice now. You're taking it away.
oh no. All right, that's a 14. I accidentally rolled
14.
Arcana, but it's the
The
same.
blade,
modifier.
I mean, without knowing like exact origins, it is a well-crafted blade. It's not something that you'd find on a undead corpse that's been in a crypt for a while. It is a nice, well-crafted blade. Its exact origins you're not able to discern, but you do know
Okay.
this wood is expensive.
Okay.
Please leave the area.
I wanna ask the sentry. Look, we've dealt with this sort of thing before. Perhaps we could help out.
Please leave the area. Lady Zaltor will be here momentarily.
Lady Zaltor.
Lady Zeltar.
Very fun.
All right, you heard the man. Keep it moving.
Should we wait for
Wait a-
Zaltor?
We're waiting for Zeltor.
Zeltar knows us. We'll wait.
Yeah, I have the scar to prove it.
Show your hand.
Sorry.
Guess we're waiting.
Okay. So, as you sit there and wait,
Any sign of forced entry?
it's a tent.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, tents can have door frames still.
Yeah.
What kind
The
of
answer's
fucking?
no. It's like a stall with a tent attached to it, and he was killed in the stall area. So, I mean, there's a struggle. You don't know if it's like there's objects knocked over. You don't know if it was a struggle, or if it's from when he fell.
All right.
But
I mean,
his own sword.
while we're waiting, Zul would like to examine the area around the tent just to see if there are any footprints, any signs of struggle, any signs of blood, egress, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna attempt to.
Can I assist Zolkifli with that by doing a scan?
Sure.
Okay. Yay.
The advantage.
Thank you. 13.
13. So you don't see any footprints, as this is like mostly a stone surface area, but you do run into Illyriana, who seems to be walking in your direction. Her shop is nearby. Oh, I'm glad I found you. I don't know. There's been so much that's happened already over the last few hours.
The beholder is dead.
Oh, that is a shock.
Yeah.
Insight check.
What
did not
else has
sound-
happened?
Can I insight check them?
Sure.
Or am I not about this? Lovely.
She'll kind of like sidebar with all of you.
31, baby.
31. She is not shocked at all.
He probably
While this conversation is happening, Reveler's gonna try to like slip away like behind the tent.
Make a stealth check.
As an 18.
18. Okay, noted.
So what does the cloak do for you? Like in darkness?
It's
like
just,
dim
I
light?
can transform into a bat.
Stare at a Gotham.
Which the thing is if I transform into a bat and I transform back, and I can't use it again.
And I can try and get
At least
Bruce
until the next
to fly
day.
through.
Is there a need to stay around here?
Do you need to go before Zaltor arrives?
That doesn't bother me either way.
We were gonna wait for Zeltor.
I'm curious to know what
Yes, we're
happened here.
waiting.
We had a reason to seek this individual out. He's snapped out of the bat vision. So Bruce pops back onto his shoulder and then blips back into the little pocket dimension he lives in when he's not in use.
So fucked up.
She'll
What?
find a nearby bench and she'll sit down, take some rations out of her back, and she'll sit there while Zaltor arrives, which a few moments later she does. The only time you've seen Zaltor, the demigod daughter of Krasna, was in her draconic form. She is a lunar dragon. But right now she appears humanoid outside a slight gray tent with a not a defined but slight scale like texture to it. She has long silver hair and just pure, completely blue eyes. No iris, no whites, just blue. It appears that she cannot conceal her draconic nature, as well as other dragons that have transformed into humanoids have done in the past. The moment she walks up and she looks at this body, she's going to immediately turn to all of you. I did not expect to see so many familiar faces this morning.
I don't think we expected you to be running this place.
Well, I did return back to the Astral Sea, as I said, and I will say that they seem to have just gathered here, and it was easy profit. Sometimes something interesting comes across my
I
vision.
assumed your goals would be loftier than managing this. We paid a heavy price for your freedom. And Casimir slips his glove off, showing this still burned, scarred hand from where he held the fire burning sword.
But did you die?
No.
See, not that heavy of a price. Speaking of which, I've noticed that there's a few of you missing.
Yes.
Yes, some people have died, some people have left. A lot has happened over this short time.
Well, this isn't for everybody, I guess. And this
I
place sort
suppose
of
not.
runs itself. Take care of the body, it's just another one. It sort of flashes out the weak.
Maybe we can take back the money we gave him.
No, that is mine.
Huh? Oh,
You think I
thought it
came down
was
here to figure out who killed this person? No, or thing, I guess.
Collect.
I came here to collect my dues.
We were somewhat curious to investigate as he sold us
He did scam us.
faulty goods.
Like I said, it
Take
kind of
from
sorts out
us.
the week itself. She'll pick up.
Never trust again.
She'll start going through the random table.
You've been trusting
of
people this whole
stuff.
time?
She'll just pick up the ring of slight glowing and just like crush it in her fingers and toss it behind her.
And it's still glowing in all of its little pieces.
So much junk. This is interesting. And she'll pick up just a hilt of a blade. You're still here.
Aspen looks over to the astral elf that's sitting on the bench. Did Tora give us any indication of that, like the result of that insight check?
Did who?
Oh, yeah, in his mind. Sorry, I forget we're mind connected. He would have said.
Not
she's
anymore.
Like,
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Sorry,
Yeah.
friend.
I have to spell again, and I'm not willing.
Then no, he wouldn't have done. For the time being.
All right.
I just realized I actually would have rolled a 30.
It is interesting as someone had a vendetta against this pitiful creature. That blade was placed after it was killed.
So it was a calling card instead of the murder weapon?
Could you determine how he was killed? I'm assuming that shouldn't be difficult for you.
I don't know my sword.
He has all sorts of wounds, but the blade, and she'll pull out as she pulls out the blade, it's just a dagger. This is Astral Elf made. She'll look over at Illyriana. Probably offended your people in some way or another.
Maybe he had something belonging to them. Something important.
That will do it. So he sent an assassin out.
So we'll get rid of that sword right now.
So that's
If they took this thing, then they took from you.
An interesting point that you make so carefully. Keen as always.
So, are you going to try to find them?
Do I feel the need to?
If you inherit everything from him, then you also inherit his problems.
I strive on having less problems.
We are trying to find them, the elves.
Yes.
Maybe there's something we can do to help.
especially as there's been 2 murders tonight.
Yes, in a way there has.
What do you expect from me?
Is there like anyone stopping us from walking around, or could I just actually walk into the shop and
You're not
check
allowed to
some?
walk into the shop as that's where she is, but Revelor has snuck around behind the tent. So we're actually going to cut over to that while you guys think about what you want to do.
Okay. Sure.
Because I've been
Yeah, I'm
I was
definitely
going to say, allow us to look around. Can you let us look around? And then cut to us already looking around.
I'm getting inside that tent.
And
I'm gonna look around, see if I can find anything that might have
investigation check.
cool.
It might have
See if I
what?
that might have led to this untimely death.
Okay.
It was pretty timely.
Focus Rogan.
16. So you're looking around and you don't really see anything that would have given a clue as to why this is legend, but the party's already found that out, so that's fine. You will, however, find a amulet hidden in a, not in a safe, but kind of hidden away where nobody would think to look. It is a black circle that is inlaid with silver.
Okay.
It also seems like he was in a rush and trying to pack up.
Interesting. All right. I will stash the amulet in my bag, and yeah, I'll start to head out the back of the tent.
Okay. You want to look around the area.
No.
Real quick. I am going to use my transformation and like kind of fly low to the ground and then fly my way back over to the ship.
Okay.
Batman. I can't do it anymore.
What could you find by looking around?
Maybe a sign of who did this, where they go, and what he was doing.
I suggest specifically the inventory list, the ledger.
Do you really think he kept a ledger?
I was going to say a creature like this would not want to keep a ledger. It would be a proof of his crimes.
We don't know.
Well, that would be assuming. Maybe we do find. It did look ugly and old.
He sold us yesterday a statue, but it was a person inside the stone. Today it exploded. We think something is wrong. Maybe he stole more things, more people.
Okay. So, gotta make an investigation check, one of you with advantage. Mordecai, as you step closer to the crime scene, A voice echoes around the area. The area grows dark. Everybody can hear this. So much suffering.
I'll give you the advantage. So
Let's go. Here we go. 21 on the investigation check.
Okay.
For what
So
it's
everybody
worth.
does hear this. Coming from the wand. So much suffering. So much perfection.
Mordecai,
Wasn't me.
why is your wand talking to us?
But Zelator and the sentries don't react. A shadowy form. In fact, they are all frozen.
Oh shit!
Oh
A
fuck!
shadowy form begins to pull from the wand. And appearing before you is a creature, very grotesque. It's like a blob of flesh that has been, like Play-Doh almost, has been like shaped crudely into that of a humanoid, except there are eyes and mouths all around, covering the surface of its body. It has many toes and fingers. It is and it shifts as the eyes and the mouth shifts around as it looks at all of you. Oh. Hello?
What have you done, Mordecai?
What did he do? A woman's voice. What did you do, Mordecai? A male's voice. Did he do anything at all?
Didn't do this. Gesturing to the blob. What?
Say.
What are
okay,
you?
maybe introductions first. Who are you? Because you apparently know us.
I do. I have been keeping an eye on you from a distance. So many
Really a lot.
things have interest in you, and in fact, it's made me want to assist you a little bit. Sorry.
Are you the patron of that token, as it were?
Token, that's what you think it is. Token.
I would say it's a focus, much like Obsidian Sword poofs into his hand. Like this, I
We're trying to
assume.
show off, Casimir. We're trying to show off to me.
No. But some tools are better not used.
Madness. All of this madness, this chaos, this disorder. It is infuriating. It is pleasure. It's exhilaration. I will help you. You feel a flood of knowledge fill your brain at once. And the following spells become available to you. Available at any given point in time. I shall read these spells to you, so everybody knows what they do.
Uh-oh.
Do they become available to everyone or me?
For you specifically.
Okay.
But everybody gets to know what they do because, you know, I want to say what they are.
Add them to a spell list.
Yes. The first spell, you are all already familiar with, known as Soul Collapse. It was used against you when this wand was given. As this form dissolves back into smoke and finds itself away from all of you. The next spell will be known as Soul Tear. It reads as follows. It is a 3rd level spell using the casting time of 1 action. You tear away at the soul of a creature within range. You make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 8d10 necrotic damage, and the caster takes 1 level of exhaustion. The caster then heals half of the damage dealt back. The second spell currently available to you is called Blood Spoil. This is a first level spell, and it is evocation. You consume poison to unleash empowered damage against an enemy. The caster consumes a poison that deals damage instantaneously. If the poison requires a Constitution saving throw, the caster can choose to fail. Ignore non-damage effects of the poison if applicable. The target must make a Constitution saving throw using the caster's DC. On failure, the target takes double the poison damage the caster took from the poison. On a success, the target takes the same amount of poison damage as the caster.
We have purple worm poison.
Number 3, known as Acid Cloud. It is a 5th level spell. You transform yourself along with everything you are wearing and carrying into a cloud of acid. The caster can then immediately fly up to its movement speed and is able to move through the space of other creatures. This movement must happen immediately after the spell is cast. Any creature the target moves through the space in this way must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature takes 10d10 acid damage. On a success, the creature takes half damage. A creature cannot take this damage more than once per casting. For each creature moved through, the caster takes 2d10 force damage. The spell ends when the caster has moved their available movement speed or chooses to no longer move.
Okay.
And the final spell, but not the only spell available in this School of Magic, that becomes available is called Summon Warlord. You utter foul words, summoning one fiend from the outer planes. You choose the fiend's type, which must be one of challenge rating 17 or lower, such as a Goristro. The fiend appears in an unoccupied space you can see within range, and the fiend disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. The difference here is that it's basically the same as Greater Demon. However, it is an 8th level spell, and it takes 2 actions spread across 2 turns to cast. If you take damage while you're in the middle of casting the first action, before you can cast the second action, you were to make a Constitution saving throw as if you were concentrating on the spell. At the end of the spell, you do take 2d10 psychic damage. Everything else is very similar. It's a very lengthy spell, so I'm not going to read it all. But that's essentially how it works. You utter foul words that rack your mind. You'll take psychic damage when it ends, and you can summon a higher level demon than a Greater Demon spell would. It's a 17 or lower, and it takes an 8th level spell slot and 2 actions to cast. So those are your new Daemonology spells that this patron of the Infernal Focus has granted to you. For those of you wondering who are watching this is a completely original spell book. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Does Casimir's sword react to any of this? I know he hasn't killed anything with it since he removed the curse.
Equal attention spells, Casimir.
I'm just wondering if he feels any reaction. That's all.
Go ahead and make a. I'm trying to think. Make a Constitution saving throw. 25. You focus on your blade, and it seems to lash out at you, but you manage to fight off whatever came after you in this moment.
Slaps it back in its sheath.
Do you have a list of what you just read off? Because I will not remember all of that.
They should also be in his spell list, right?
He was reading it from somewhere.
They are in the spell list. I will put the name. They should be available to add to your spell book or your list of spells from the spell list.
I have a request. I can't, because I'm a sorcerer, I can't do that.
Right.
If you can add them to an item, I can add the item to my inventory. So add it to a black wand.
Right. Okay, so
Me and Casimir as wizards.
Yeah.
These are my spells.
So, kind of what Catherine's gathering is Mordecai's focus, love, suffering, and Casimir's focus is violence. He craves violence.
Mother, I crave violence.
Mother.
So, will all of the Inferno
It's so
Foci?
dangerous.
not all infernal foci work the same way. You are aware, as it has been told, there is a member of the Black Order that you have not met, whose infernal focus makes them immune to any magical effect or damage. It is armor, but it is incredibly difficult to contain otherwise.
Spanish thinking.
Golder.
Yes.
Once we finish what we have to do in fair style with these, I need to be rid of this. The price is too high.
Like that.
The sentries in Zeltor will start to move once more. Anyway, I guess you could look around, but if you find any items of importance, just make sure they
They're
don't
yours.
go missing.
Of course. Have you been keeping up on events in the Prime material?
And if I have,
Just curious. Your goals seem so lofty when you sought to be released.
you expect me to show my hand?
Not at all. I'm just hoping that your hand is maybe working towards the same goal as we are.
And what goal is that, Casimir? To assist the one who imprisoned me? To watch them continue to rule?
To destroy Adagora.
He was a good person.
And what purpose would that serve me?
She's a threat
To who?
to everything,
If you say so.
even you. Her goals are more than they appear, are they not? Not just manipulation of this world.
It was good seeing you all again.
I remove the. I reach into my bag, actually Astra's bag of holding, and I remove the Wand of Secrets, and I expend a charge.
Wow.
Curious to know if there are any secret doors or traps within 30 feet of me.
I love that.
So you get two. There is a trapdoor in the back tent that is kind of hidden under a bunch of dust. It appears just to be a stone slab that you can like kind of pull up, but it is trapped and would need disarmament.
Interesting. Okay, I'll just look over at the party.
Revelor, can you... Revelor?
Yeah, I'll just look at Revelor in particular.
He's not
Revelor's
here.
not here.
Revelor is
He's
on the
back at
ship.
I'll nod at everybody else. Hudak, maybe you can help me as well.
Is Zaltor still here? Or did
What
she
do you mean?
She left.
Okay.
Did she like turn back into a dragon and fly off looking cool, or she just like walks off?
She walked off. She still looks cool. AF.
Okay, cool.
She's a bad bitch, and Galder's interested.
She didn't dragon exit, which is like epic.
I'll motion my friends to come follow, and I'll lead them to the trap.
No, Galder, slay the dragon.
The secret door.
Okay.
Slay.
So, is there
dragon?
is there a trap there? Because if there's a trap, we should all stand back while Putak
Yeah, you should probably do that because I haven't used this in a while. I did learn it, but I just maybe
stand back about 30 to 60 feet, everyone.
Can I get a look without touching anything? Could I get a look at how a trap might be triggered? Just while we're seeing him.
So as you're kind of like looking, make an investigation check.
Can do, but for real. If I
So
can
many
roll,
investigations.
oh, it's a 10.
10. It's since it's been revealed to you, the DC is 10.
Lovely.
So upon the slab being pulled up, a string will pull, and it will trigger 2 volatile chemicals to allow them to mix and create a sort of explosion.
Okay, good
It's
to know.
quite easy. Just cut the string.
Yeah.
So he's able to make explosives.
Okay, having found that, could I actually just reach in and cut the string?
Sure. I guess that a hand check.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I dig it.
Yeah.
Wait, you or
Yeah,
me?
He did it anyway.
I've got good decks. I figured it would be a good
I
idea.
would say it would be with advantage because Pudak was already going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I got the tools, so.
But you have the tools as well. Yeah. Okay.
But
I
that's
appreciate
So
it.
as Pudak is like, studying himself, Gilly just reaches in with his curse.
Oh.
And
My one long nail.
I just hand him like, okay, maybe you
coke nail.
Oh, so what would that have done?
What did we just stop?
if there's a blue wire, don't cut it. I can't tell. Our attackers colorblind.
Because it's saying like, can we take part of the trap and you can use it for things?
Maybe. Two cool explosive chemicals that might explode when mixed. I might just
Well, I guess
get my hands on those, given my alchemy skills. Yeah, cool. Alchemy
We
skills.
are technically flying, so they'll probably take it from us before we get on the airship.
Cool.
Lord.
Oh,
Neat. So in the meantime, we open the trap door, the secret door. What happens?
So you it leads down to a staircase. Do you descend?
Yes.
Checking for more traps as we go.
Make sure to look up and watch the ceiling as well.
Make an investigation check.
Use the wand.
How many rooms does this tent have?
I want the investigation check.
Bigger on the inside.
It was a trap door and a tent. He has a disintegration
didn't
ray
see
that
it?
he can use to dissolve stone. No, because you rolled really bad on your investigation, if you remember.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right. I'm the DM. I'm always
enough.
right. Even when I'm wrong,
You-
I'm right.
I mean, he saw a shiny thing, and it was like shiny.
That's a 14 on
16's
investigation.
Not that bad.
There doesn't appear to be any other traps. As you descend, this does appear to be a workshop of some sort. There are no, I know you were expecting maybe statues, but this does seem to be a lab. There are no labs, and I mean, no statues in this lab. As you walk down, there is a table with sort of what seems to be like alchemy, and a single flask sits in the middle of it, glass, sealed, with about, I would say a palm, smaller than like a what's the way I want to put this? A cheese puff size, like a cheese ball, right? A cheese ball size. Black spore kind of just floating around in this sealed glass flask.
A spore.
Flask, a spore in a flask. You
A
say?
spore in a flask.
Oh shit.
Does this look familiar at all?
So familiar.
Oh shit.
And what happens next is a story for another time.
Oh, you
My,
bitch!
So everyone, that's where we'll conclude tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. Woo! What a real nice time. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in tonight, and thank you for all the viewers that were in our channel this evening. What a great time. We love seeing you. And let's go ahead and figure out who's doing the summary next week.
Anybody want to do it?
Anybody want to do it in particular?
Yeah!
Yeah!
What a great day for
Let's
it.
go, Caleb.
Yeah, what a great session for it.
Caleb can go
Yeah.
ahead and take a point of DM inspiration as well. So thank you so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to the Circle of Spores Druid, who is a Furbolg that is also our community artist. And by the way, go commission him by joining our Discord for the character art which he made, because I didn't get to say that during the beginning of the session. So I'm sorry, Jeremiah. But there you go. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, wow. A lot of spore related shit happening.
Spores.
This session. A lot of a Fearbolg from Aspen's village being outside of the plane of existence that was supposedly sealed off when Aspen and Astral left, way back before the beginning of the campaign even started. It's a lot of questions that need to be answered, and I'm excited to see how this all unravels.
The situation is fluid.
All right, I'll pass it over to Noah.
Yep. Nope. That's my word on the subject. Jam. Of all the rocks in space, what a wretched hive of scum and villainy. You know what? Half expecting the Beholder's tent to just not fucking be there when we come back the next day. Just like, oh, damn. He got us. In fairness, got what I wanted. Yep. Intrigued to see where else this goes. With that, what do you think, Reveler? Back on the ship.
Well, apparently I have accidentally split the party once again.
Just yourself, man.
Just myself, yeah.
Just the rope.
Just me chilling in my room, twiddling my thumbs. You know,
Make sure you roll initiative with it before the next session. Just saying.
Ah, shit.
What?
Just kidding.
Reveler faces down with the captain.
So I see that you returned all alone.
No.
He has you just strapped up in a chair listening to pun after pun.
He's got the head of Captain Saltbreath somehow.
Well, you won't have to worry about me rolling initiative unless it's against myself. Anyway. Yeah, great session as always. Lots of twists and turns. Who knew this was going to turn into a murder mystery? One of our many that we've had so far. Anyway, it's weird how that keeps happening to us. Yeah, great session. Of course, thank you to all our wonderful players for bringing this story of Michael's to life. Thank you, of course, to our wonderful DM Michael for it works. It just works. Bethesda must have wrote the story. Anyway. Of course, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting this story together for us and bringing us together here each and every week. And of course, thank you to everyone who was chatting it up in chat tonight, interacting, keeping the audience alive. And that's about all I got. So, Casimir, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. It's so interesting when we're like investigating a murder mystery instead of, the cause of a murder mystery.
Well, I figured that would be part of it.
Left a trail of bodies as we go. But yeah, really interesting session. We finally got to see all of the benefits of Mordecai focusing on his wand for like all of these weeks since he joined the campaign, and finally hopefully get to see a broader take on this original spellcasting group that our dungeon master has brought into the game. So it'll be terrifying and fascinating, and I'm excited to see what comes next because more mysteries continue. I'm gonna pass it on to Quasar.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Pass it on to Dakota, who plays Scalder. I did that on purpose, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
I got new plate armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great shopping episode turned murder mystery. Love that. Lot of great roleplay overall. I like choosing to fail a Constitution save that made well just in my character, but didn't, so we're good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun this session. Very roleplay heavy. After last session's constant combat, so always got to find a balance, even if it's session to session. So, nothing left to say other than great job, everybody. Thank you, Michael. I'm gonna pass it on to Caleb, who plays Mordecai, the man of the hour.
Same thing. I've always said Michael is an evil man. Definitely knows how to make it a lot of fun. Still evil. You all don't realize what I've done. It's worse than you could ever imagine.
Oh no.
No, you do not know what we can imagine.
Is it
It's worse.
sacrificing an orphanage of babies to Orcus?
And
Oh, sorry, just one.
what more?
Yeah, that's been done.
Is it killing the party's grandma because she's gonna snitch?
Making the entire party literally cry?
And I remember watching that stream.
It still hurts. I couldn't have stopped it.
Yeah. Oh, I know she's not watching us right now, but my God,
My lord.
yes, we love it.
I'm looking forward to breaking all of the new spells I have access to and possibly twinning them. I don't know if Michael anticipated that, but we'll figure it out.
You got to twin the consequences.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it just makes it target 2. It doesn't do 2 spells.
But you don't know demonology.
Fair enough.
It's a
But
whole
with
new
that,
school of magic.
Yeah.
with that, I'll pass it over to Killian, who plays Budak.
Yeah, great session. I had some very great laughs. My absolute favorite was today. The captain goes checking in on us and sometimes giving kisses on the floor. But no, but that nearly killed me. So thanks a lot for that one. Great thing. I'll give it over to Josh.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, really cool session today. The night market is by far the coolest place we've been so far. Or I've been, at least. I'm not sure about the other guys. Yeah, really enjoying this murder mystery vibe we got going. I think it was that Astral Lady, because she's sus. But
I think it was Revelor.
Omogus?
I think it was the Astral Lady disguised as Aspen. How about that? I don't know. We'll find out if you join us next time. And I'll pass it back to Michael.
My money's on it's Zaltor, and this is insurance fraud.
You know what? I know who the culprit is of this. It's the person you're passing it on to right now.
Michael.
How could you?
Michael all along.
Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Don't forget that we have other streams throughout the week. You can tune into those as well. Or if you want to play games with us, come join our Discord at lichsouls.com/Discord. It's a real nice time. It's such a great time. We love it.
You're on that RuneScape grind right now.
RuneScape grind. We got Dead by Daylight. The new Sea of Thieves season has either already started or is coming really soon. And by the way, if you have PS5, you can play Sea of Thieves now. Not sponsored.
5 PSs?
But you can play it.
Not yet.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So everyone, see you next week here at twitch.tv/LichSouls at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for next
Not if we
week's
see you
session
first.
of Prestige Encounters. And with that, I have nothing else to say other than bye.
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 Hey. Bye.
What? Bye.
Bye.
Why are you still
Bye.
here? Leave.
Wait,
Get out of
wait.
here. Go.
Skedaddle.
Go home.
Stay for the post-credits.
It's over.